Yes, I'm actually broadcasting on YouTube. How absolutely incredible that is. Alright, just before we start, for the benefit of anybody watching this on VOD, I usually stream onto Twitch and would prefer to do so, because I love it. Twitch is great. Absolutely. Yeah, it's fantastic. Just one slight problem, and that problem is called Streamlabs OBS, which has failed spectacularly yet again. I can use... Hey, Andrew! Hello, mate. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. This is a bit of a rarity, isn't it? Me broadcasting on YouTube rather than Twitch. I was actually just saying that it's a problem with Streamlabs OBS, which keeps buggering up almost every time I try to use it again. I think I've kind of identified what a contributing factor is, but it's still not good. It's not excusable. Streamlabs, I'll just call it Slobs. I run that on a laptop, which is when I'm doing the streaming, it's in a particular position on my work desk. So I've got that, I've got the two monitors, so I can keep an eye on the stream and also play the game. But of course, when I'm not streaming, I may well be watching somebody else, usually on Twitch. But of course, that doesn't necessarily mean I've got the laptop in the same place. I may well have it, next to me in the lounge, or I might have it by the bed. It all depends. Which of course means unplugging the various cables which would be attached to it. And generally what happens then is the next time I boot up Slobs, something ain't working properly. Now, this sort of went back a couple of weeks. What was the first one that happened? Oh, no, I mean, yeah, there've been problems in the past, okay, it's done things, and I've kind of sorted it out. What usually happens is it stops recognising the headset, which is fine. I just go into the settings, change it back from default to the Turtle Beach headset, and that's fine. It generally is okay. I came up with a couple of problems a week or so back. I wanted to do another crossword stream, and I got everything sorted out. The only thing I didn't have, and which I had to bring in from kind of previous, I'd got rid of it because I didn't think I was going to need it anymore, was the desktop, so that you'd be able to see all the crossword software and all that kind of stuff. And I got the black screen, which just means that instead of the desktop being there as a scene, as they call it, it was just a big black space. Hello there, Tuber. Hello there, man. And couldn't find a fix for it, so I thought, oh, okay, sod it, I'll just go back to playing The Last of Us, might as well. So I left it a few days, booted it up again, and we had a weird thing. This was about a week ago. Oh, all the guys are turning up now. Hey, good to see you. Wolf's here, Bab's here as well. Great stuff. Yes, well, this was about a week ago. I didn't actually get beyond the opening cutscene of the game, because what Slobs had decided to do on that particular occasion was say that it didn't pick up any game audio. Now, here's the weird thing. When you've got Slobs booted up and you're looking at it, the volumes, whether it's your microphone, whether it's a music video that you might be playing, or in this case, the game, has volume meters. So when there's volume going on, it's just like something on an old hi-fi. You get the bar that registers it. You can see that the volume is coming through. There was nothing, and I could hear nothing at all through my headset. Well, that's going to make playing the game bloody difficult. Except here's the weird thing. Everybody in chat was actually saying that the game volume was somewhat loud. How does that work? Anyway, look. Long story short, went into all of the different settings, couldn't do anything. Absolutely nothing that I could do to make the game audio come through, show on the meter, and be audible to me. But it was loud for everybody else, and what made it worse was the fact that my microphone, even though it was set to 100% volume, was barely audible to anybody in chat. So, fuck it. I'm sorry to use foul language here. It's no worse than the game, let's face it. My Twitch channel is effectively dead. through no fault of Twitch's. I absolutely love that service, but I just can't stream to it. Now, I can stream to it from the PS4. Unfortunately, the PS4 gives you some silly code that you have to put in, and it doesn't say where you have to put it in, which is, and I can't be bothered. You know, I'm already logged into YouTube, so might as well carry on. Now, this stream is going to be interesting. Let's get on with it. This stream is going to be interesting. This effectively means that I haven't played this game for about 2 weeks. Seriously, close to 2 weeks. Hey, Geronimo. Hello there, friend. So I'm seriously out of practice. The other thing that happened 2 weeks ago, by the way, I had to finish that stream quite early because there was something wrong with the controller. We got into the gym in Redmond, or Lincoln, or Billstown, whatever you want to call it, but it's called Redmond. And the camera angle was just going crazy. It was going all over the place. Something to do with the L3, the stick on the left-hand side of the controller. No control at all. And I couldn't fix it. I couldn't do anything about it at all. Now, it had manifested itself kind of previously, whether it had been a week or something, and the first time that that happened was at the bridge with Marley, where you're going to take on the soldiers and then run down to meet Ellie. The way that you start that section, of course, is they have a little bit of a quick time dialogue. That's the way out under the bridge.
There's his phone.
And you run forward, you jump over the crates and go left. And it was as I jumped over the crates
Here you are.
Sarah,
that the camera angle just went totally weird. It's a little bit like going into Sullivan's Bar in Pittsburgh. If you don't do a restart encounter. The camera was just literally all over the place, but it kind of settled down again, and I thought, okay, maybe there's just a bit of crap in the controller, you know, just something interfering with it. And for a while after that, it was actually okay. It was behaving itself.
Jimmy?
Dad?
But, like I said, about roughly 2 weeks ago, in the school gym, it was impossible. Just no control over it. So I just had to quit the stream. There's nothing I could do. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it won't be too bad on this run, but no promises. We're kind of just going to have to go as far as we can and see what happens. Like I said, I think it's probably a bit of crap that's caught somewhere under the L3.
Where the hell you been? You have any idea what's going on out there?
I mean, we've been steering Sarah around in this opening scene here, and it seems to be behaving itself, which is kind of the weird thing. You know, you expect that if it is a problem, it's going to be continuous. I mean, actually, I can't move Sarah with the L3 at the moment, so it doesn't mean anything.
How you holding up, honey?
But anyway, it's good to see you guys again. I hope we can have a fun stream tonight. What I'm aiming to do, by the way, and incidentally, my actual YouTube stream is completely... Oh no, it's alright. No, it is up to date. Sorry.
Newsman wouldn't shut up.
Yeah, what I'm aiming to do, it actually says there in the title, Easy New Game Plus Speedrunning. I've had 2 challenges which I think you may well be familiar with from older streams that I've done on YouTube. There were 2 that I was doing. One was the 5-hour challenge, which I finally beat by, would you believe, 1 second. Aaliyah, the bunny's here. Hello, bunny. How are you, babe? Yeah, I beat the 5-hour challenge, but I'm sure it was 1 second. It was either 1 or 2, but anyway, talk about cutting it fine. And then the cut, that includes all of the cutscenes, by the way. And the cutscenes account for, they reckon, 1 hour 32 of the total playtime of the game, which means that I should be aiming for around kind of 3:30 to do the run, which is this one, by the way, without the cutscenes. That's kind of, you know, what my best was at the time. So I'm aiming to get something like 3:30 on this run. Is that good? Well, no, not really. The world record holders at the moment are around sort of between 2:55, I think, something like that, and kind of 3:05, 3:06. I thought I think it was Brad who got... no, it wasn't. It was Wildfire, wasn't it? Wildfire got a 306 recently, doing exactly this run. So what this is basically a... You could call it a no-holds-barred kind of run. There's no glitches. We don't use glitches, but we can do restart encounters and, you know, all the usual tricks. The one that I won't use, by the way, is the shiv glitch. Well, it's not a glitch, it's just an exploit, so I don't use it.
Did you see that? Yes, sorry. God damn. Turn here.
But I think the main thing to kind of bear in mind for this run is that it literally is the first playthrough that I've done of this for, give or take a day or two, about 2 weeks.
We can't stop here, Tommy.
So I might be very, very rusty. Not so much, I don't think, in terms of the actual gameplay, but just remembering what some of the best speedrunning strats are. And part of the reason for that is, of course, that I'm interested in doing all kinds of different challenges. And, of course, different challenges involve different strats as well, and it's kind of remembering which one you're going to use. Hey, Dixie's here as well. Hello there, mate. How are you doing, pal? And thanks for the stream earlier, by the way, Leah. That was good fun to watch. Sorry I was a little bit late, by the way, but quite a tough working day. It's been quite a tough working week, which actually started yesterday. And it's not cryptic crosswords that I'm working on, by the way, at the moment. It's these bloody general knowledge jumbo puzzles. Just the last couple of grid fills that I've done have been absolute, both of them a real pain in the arse. I had a very, very bad one today. Totally my mistake, by the way, just pure carelessness. I won't go into the technicalities of why jumbo grids are awkward to deal with, but they have quite a lot of long answers. And we all remember Malcolm McLaren, kind of the Sex Pistols and Public Image Limited and all that kind of stuff. I had his name in the grid, and it was totally my fault. It's just a typo. I'd spelt his surname wrong. I'd spelt it with an A in the Mc. I'd made it McLaren. And I know as well as anybody else it's McLaren. Well, of course, I've completed the grid, haven't I? Got all of these answers in, so I had to do... Oh, I had to do a complete rebuild of it. Sort of, you know, like most of the corner of a grid. Total pain in the arse.
This way! Through the alley!
Well, that's fortunate timing then.
Go!
Like I was saying earlier, I don't know whether you're here, this may not be a particularly long stream anyway, because it's going to depend entirely on how this controller behaves. Because if it starts doing the same thing later on as it was doing in the score, you know, it's already not feeling particularly great. Sorry, feeling. It feels completely normal, but it's just not. Wow. Where was Tommy? Where was Tommy? Tommy literally was not there. That put me completely off my train of thought.
Get to the highway.
Oh yeah.
Go! You got Sarah. I cannot run him.
Yes, so the controller obviously feels exactly as it should. But just as I was going down that alleyway there, something about
He's gonna be fine.
it didn't look like it was proper camera angle. It looked like it was going a little tiny bit weird. I have had that happen before, by the way. I do know, by the way, that if you get to the door before him, then you will die. So I was aware of that. Oh my god. Okay, that wasn't the controller, that was just me being a bit crap on the arrows there. You know, it isn't right.
Such crap.
It isn't behaving properly. I don't want to have to go and buy another controller. Let's see how it goes. I mean, the way that I'm thinking about it at the moment is if it doesn't go absolutely ridiculous, then I may be okay. I mean, I'm in the fortunate position of this being on easy mode, so...
Ration line hasn't opened yet.
You know, if it goes really badly at some point... Fingers crossed, shouldn't get killed.
Seems like more people are getting infected.
Wiggling him about a little bit here deliberately. Okay, so left and right doesn't seem ridiculous.
You gotta sell me papers. I shouldn't get it in the staff.
Alright, drive on through.
Where did that happen, Dixie?
Visiting a friend.
All right, move on through.
Thanks.
Because you know about the bar, Sullivan's bar in Pittsburgh.
Go, let's go, come on.
Missing the buttons here. Oh, the flash. Yeah, and I couldn't clip it. Actually, oh my word, no, it's not great. It's not great. I did actually
So much for the easy route.
click for the clip,
right?
and it just kind of whirled around doing nothing. Unfortunately, it just wouldn't process it.
They're gonna close all the checkpoints.
In the bar, okay. What you have to do there, Dixie, is when you go, that is a glitch in the game,
Or we could
and it's
just let them
almost
go.
guaranteed to happen. What you need to do is, as you go into
Hey, Tess.
that bar,
I was there.
into the actual bar
Yeah, I was
area,
looking.
do a restart
Clear.
encounter,
I just used it.
and that
No patrols.
gets rid of it.
And where are you off to?
Gonna pay Robert.
But it is a known fault.
You too?
Who else is looking for him?
Marlene.
In fact, if you have a
She's
look
been
at some
asking
of the
around. Find him.
Marlene. What do the Fireflies need with Robert?
no
I
restart
think she'd tell me.
Well, what did you tell
challenges
The
that there are in
truth.
this
I have
game,
no
I
idea where he's hiding.
don't know where the best place is to find them
her?
actually.
Hey, you stay out of trouble, all right? Military's gonna be out in
P
force
double
soon.
usually
Yeah,
put a link
see you
in.
around.
I'm screwed here. For all of those, there are 2 restart encounters that
Marlene
you're
looking
allowed
for
to do.
Robert? What do you make of that?
I don't like it.
One
Better
is
find
that
him
bar,
before the Fireflies do.
and the other one is in winter, in the final
This is us.
boss fight, if you like, the one
Hey,
where
guys. How's
Ellie
it going?
kills David.
Shit's stirring
As
up out
you
there. How we looking
climb
over
in
here?
from outside
quiet.
and land,
No signs of military.
you do a
but
restart encounter
what I
there
like
as
to
well.
hear.
And the reason for it is that very often if you don't, it doesn't always happen, but it's just got a habit of happening, which is why it's allowed,
Joel, give me a hand with this.
is David will simply not appear. So you basically can't go and open the door for him. Hey there,
I'll take
Cheer.
it
Hello
easy
there,
out
mate.
there.
How's it ganning?
Oh, God, this place reeks.
Yes,
I need to watch
Dino
them throw away
returns to
down here.
YouTube. I really do hope it's temporary, by the way. Aaliyah was actually saying
grab our
a
gear.
couple of streams ago, I should get Amy over here. Well, funnily enough, I am actually seeing Amy on Sunday, but probably not here. I'm meeting up with her and Lone Wolf. Well, meeting up, I don't know exactly what the arrangements are going to be yet, but we're we're going down to Cadbury World in Birmingham. Just for a day out, you know. So it's probably unlikely that she's actually going to be here.
All right, Texas.
But I have to be absolutely
me
honest
up.
with you guys. I mean, Amy has given me so much help with slobs,
You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
and she gets it, you know, on those occasions when something has gone wrong which I can't solve. She's been really,
Come on.
really generous with the time. She's put it right, and then next time I come, well, not next time I come to stream, but usually, you know, if I've moved the laptop somewhere so I can watch a stream in bed or, you know, by a chair in the lounge or whatever, it all screws up again.
Be careful.
When am I not?
And it just seems very unfair to sort of say to Amy, look, can you help me with this again? And she'll go and take all of that time trying to sort it out. And then a week or so
Where's the
later...
ladder?
It's got to be around here somewhere.
Guess what, Amy? It's all gone tits up again. It's just not fair
Got
to
it.
Great, bring it over.
ask that kind of time of her, you know? But I have to be honest. I know that Slobs is a free piece of software.
Ladies first.
But as I've said
Lady,
before, if
You
something is
must be thinking
crap,
of someone else.
the fact that it's free doesn't make it any better. It's still crap. And it is the most unreliable piece of software I have ever had
Counter
on a
here.
computer. It's quite ridiculous.
You think Robert's still got our guns?
For his sake, he better.
Look, once we get our merchandise back, it should be easy to unload. Hold up. Spores.
Ah, damn, I was just trying to read it. Oh, that's nice.
Where the hell are all these coming from? The place was clear last time.
Coming out of something. Stay alert.
We should be able to fit through here.
You okay?
Yeah. Damn ceiling's falling apart. Be careful. This way. Easy.
I shouldn't really pick up the ammo here, by the way.
Watch it. My mask broke.
I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it.
Come back.
Just to save those extra couple of seconds.
Up ahead. You hear that?
Oh yeah, but I'll tell you what, Dixie, they give it an atmosphere, don't they?
How you want to handle it?
Don't get too far away. Don't get too far away. Not over there. Just... Thank you. Can't turn. I can't turn. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that's a sign of things to come.
Let's hope so.
It might actually have been partly down to the position of the controller on my leg there. That might have had something to do with that. I hope so. I really hope so.
After you.
Well, I'll tell you what I have to do then, Dixie. Don't read the
Cover the
programme
entrance.
I got it.
before, during, or after the match. Wait till you go to hospital. No. No launch. Oh, buggy. Actually, I start to question, you know, whether that launch is actually worth anything, because
Here,
generally
pass it to me.
you find you get the launch off that and then it takes you a little bit too far and you have to go back. So I wonder
a
whether
bit
there's
heavy.
any particular
think I can
advantage
handle
to it.
All right.
Don't be do.
Make sure.
Hey, Thomas Brazil. Hello. Hola.
It's clear. Come on.
No, PS4. This is the remastered version. I do have a PS3, and I did buy the PS3 version
Shut it.
of this game. And I think I got maybe halfway through, and then said, "You're not going to do. I'm going to go and buy a PS4 because I want to play the remastered version." And yes, it's true, guys. I actually
bit.
bought the PS4 just for this
You sure
game.
the coast is clear? No soldiers, none of Robert's men, yeah?
Which is something I won't be doing again. Why would I? I've already got one.
You know he's expecting us.
Well, that'll make it more interesting.
Yes, I have, Dixie, and
Go.
there's still people are still, you know, there are people saying that it's a new IP. Well, we don't actually know that. You know, for all we know, there could be another character that they're casting for the sequel to this. We just don't know.
Touch it, you buy it.
And the reason, by the way, the reason I've actually mentioned that is that in some of the kind of what you might call the content videos
Malik,
that I've done, there have been a few, not speculative, but just kind of putting forward a few ideas about, not plot lines or anything like that, but just comments on
don't ask.
what the sequel might feature. But I've mentioned a few times that because of the success of this IP, I see The Last of Us as having kind of a part 3 and a part 4.
You come through here?
And I've only done that because
to the war.
a lot of people have kind of mentioned the idea of Joel dying, and I've been sort of saying, well, no, you know, even if it's the end of an IP, you don't kill off your lead characters, because what you've done there is you've permanently closed the door. So I don't think they would do that. But I still think that this game has so much potential for at least a couple of sequels, not sequels, a couple of follow-ups to part 2.
Let us through.
You guys need to turn around and head back if you know what's
Which
good for you.
is why
Our beef
I'm
isn't with
sort of
you.
mentioning this
We just
this
want Robert. You don't want to do this.
casting
Turn the
thing that's
fuck
been happening at the
around and
moment.
leave now.
It could be a
I'm
new
not going
IP,
anywhere without Robert.
but equally it
Bitch,
could be somebody that they're
bash your
casting
skull
for
unless you turn around
part
and
2
get
of
your
this.
dumb ass out of here.
Or part 3,
Fuck
or
this.
part 4. No, Thomas, I don't play them. I really,
Ready?
really wish that I could.
I'll cover you.
Honestly,
Get the
I
angle
wish
on
that
them.
I could. But because of a weird... Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, for God's sake. Right, partly problems with controller there. Didn't really like that. That didn't feel like it was an in-control controller. Yes, Thomas, what was I saying? Yeah. And I hope what I'm going to say... Salve! Salve, Brazil! Oh, Brazil,
Give me
yeah.
your hand.
Yes, so obviously I only know English, so I hope that my English is enough for you to understand. In the 1960s, a drug was given to expectant mothers to stop morning sickness, and that drug was called thalidomide. Now, my mum only took it very, very
Robert's guys.
briefly, really
How
briefly.
do you know they're coming?
Two of our guys died trying to take Tess out.
But the effect
Guaranteed
was
that
that
she
I
and
was
Joel are on
born
their way
with
here
no
right now,
fingers
kid Robert.
on my
Jesus.
left hand, just
We
kind
should
of
have taken this job.
half a thumb.
Not
That's
a
it.
call. Let's spread out and make sure
And
no
it
one's
means
creeping
that
around.
using the controller, it's not difficult, it's just awkward, it's just clumsy. No. Okay, so it is definitely a problem. I don't have the control here that I want. It is quite dodgy. Oh my god, it is. It is. It's dodgy. Shit, that's what I didn't want. If that key falls down... No, it didn't.
Search the area.
Well, can I keep waffling here? Yes. I can't aim. I can't aim the controller very well. So when it comes to actually aiming guns, I have to use... I have to use auto aim. This is really bad at the moment, by the way. It does feel very, very dodgy on the controller.
Hey, he's over here!
Bastard. This is killing time. Oh, I've lost... The ammo's gone. The ammo disappeared. No, it didn't. Oh, come on. Whoa. I've got... Oh, no, no. Oh, my God. My God, this is so dodgy. This is really, really dodgy. Okay. Well, I don't know how far we're going to be able to get with this. Oh my God! I won't go around this way. Hey. Oh, this is bad. This is.
You're not looking so good. Here.
Nice looking out.
Come on.
I should have brought more people.
Just slow.
Hey, Naxa! Hello! Okay, well, this is kind of confirmed what happened a couple of weeks ago. We do have a controller problem here.
That cocky son.
Just going to have to see how far we can get with it.
Let's be smart about this.
Yeah, well, contacts in the north, contacts in the south. Jealous stuff. Flank him!
Oh. That wasn't actually too bad then. It felt almost like I was back in control. Ibrahim!
Put your gun down!
Hello, friend. How are you doing?
Go fuck yourself!
He's running!
Robert!
Come on. Come on. Come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not good. It's not good. I'm going to be relying here on... I don't know what I'm going to be relying on. This is pretty bad.
We gotta get out of here. Now.
Right, I'm not going to bother with the
Want this deal?
melee
We
weapon.
gotta move.
Empty! Hello there, friend. I'm not going to be able
No
to.
way around this.
I mean, that was the general idea. But the problem that I had with the controller a couple of weeks ago hasn't really gone away. I've got problems with the actual, like, the movement using the left stick. It's kind of a little bit all over the place. A couple of weeks ago, I had to actually finish a stream in the gym in Lincoln because the camera was just all over. Joel, actually, it was something I wish I could do and have control over because it was so weird. Joel was running around in circles and I wasn't even touching the controller. He was just spinning around on the spot. I thought, I wish I could actually do that.
Joel, give me a hand with this.
So, this run is kind of based on the idea of trying to beat that 330 mark.
I'll live.
But that would be nowhere near the world record, which I think is just sub 3 hours.
Hold up. Soldiers. That's the way out. The door into the bridge.
I ain't a big fan of these odds.
We can
And I
sneak by
was
them.
kind of questioning
I know
whether or
that's
not
your
to
style. We'll see how it goes.
to do a stream.
Let's get moving.
But I also thought, well, if I don't practice this, then there's no way I'm going to get
We
better.
need to get to that door.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. There's no way I'm going to get better and stand a chance of getting close to that record. He's going to try. Oh, you bastard. So yeah, it was basically a case of I was sitting here all day today while I was working, obviously, and for the last few days, really,
Where are we going,
with
Marlene?
kind of everything set up, ready to do a YouTube stream.
It's not far now.
And just kind of at the last moment thinking, nah, you know what, I'm going to get a bit more work done.
How you holding up?
I'm going to watch somebody else playing the game properly, or that kind of thing. And yeah, it just kind of hit me that
The place is right up ahead.
I'm not going to improve on 330 or 333, whatever it is, if I don't play the game. And if I'm going to play the game, I might as well stream it.
The hell are we smuggling?
Why would you not?
Joel, give me a hand with this.
My YouTube stream is frozen, by the way. I'm going to have to do a refresh. I hope it's not frozen for anybody else. Unfortunately, when you're doing this kind of run where you're skipping the cutscenes, you don't get much opportunity to reach across to the keyboard and press the refresh.
Keep up.
I might try to do it as we're walking along the corridor. If anybody,
Up there. That'll get us to the north tunnel.
if anybody can, oh right, okay,
Just give me a minute.
okay, all right. Pixely. Okay, I'll give mine a refresh once I'm kind of in the straight part of this corridor.
Yep.
Okay, do a reach across and see what happens.
Sometimes.
You ever smuggle a kid before?
No, that's a first. What's the deal with you and Marlene anyways?
Okay, it looks all right
I
to
don't
me.
know.
Hey,
She's
Beast.
my friend, I guess.
Yes, it has been a while, hasn't it?
You're friends with the leader of the Fireflies.
I've been doing all of my streaming on
She knew my mom.
Twitch recently.
She's been looking after me. And I'm 14. Not that that has anything to do with
But as they say, nothing lasts
Where are
forever.
your parents?
Where anyone.
And because my streaming software has gone completely haywire,
So instead of just staying in school, you decide to run up and join the Fireflies, is that it?
that was a bit slow.
Think it's a bit strange that they're having us do their smuggling?
Marlene wanted to do it herself. We weren't their first choice. Or the second, for that matter. She's lost a lot of men. Beggars can't be choosers.
I just hope there's someone alive to pay us.
Someone will be around. Come on.
In fact, far from pixely, it actually looks, for me anyway, probably as good as I've ever seen it. That wasn't good.
Who's waiting for us at the drop-off?
She said there's some fireflies that have traveled all the way
Actually,
from
I've
another
just
city.
realised something.
Girl must be important.
Not
What is the
entirely
deal
sure.
with this? You some bigwig's daughter or
The
something?
problem might actually be the right
Something
one.
like that. How long is this all gonna take?
Might
Everything
just
goes
possibly be the right three. I'm not sure.
Ellie, once we get out there, I need you to follow our lead and stay close.
Oh no, I think we're okay at the moment, Aaliyah.
Now, hold up. There's a patrol up ahead.
But we'll see how it goes. We've probably got another,
All right. We're good. Come on up.
what, 3/4 of an hour or something like that until we get to Bill's
Come on,
Town,
kid. Watch your step.
which is kind of where there's more. Oh, actually, we might get a better indication. Hey, Matthew. Hello there, friend.
It's raining.
We might get a better indication of what the controller is doing once we do the downtown fight
Actually, outside.
in the kind of basement area. Because that's where I need things to not be precise as such, but it's where there is a lot of movement to do. Nope, but I do. I go.
Holy shit!
Follow me.
You take cover.
Okay, well I get the ledge launch here, I wonder.
Damn it. They're everywhere.
Yep.
Let's see.
But not the corner jump. I've never got the corner jump. Do you know what I mean? Never, ever, 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 ever.
I hear him up ahead.
The unfortunate thing is I'm just not quick on the restart encounter.
Down there.
Come on, Ellie.
No, but I have to admit, actually, I do prefer Twitch because, you know, once you've integrated Streamlabs and everything with it, you know, you can do things like bits, and I mean, obviously donations you can do on YouTube, but you don't get alerts, you know, not when you're streaming directly anyway, from the PS4. So I just liked the, well, because I still do like the features on Twitch. I prefer it a lot more, but unfortunately the my streaming software is shagged at the moment, so I can't do it.
I got more soldiers.
Target's still on the loose, sir. Break off pursuit and report back to Sector 11.
I don't think they see us.
Acknowledge. Get to your vehicle.
For anybody looking at this, by the way, thinking, oh my god, he's only got 3 rounds of ammo. We don't really use any ammo now for ages. So we'll pick up quite a lot, actually. Without actually expending any, which is how you want it to be, really. Ocean Vibes, bop to you as well. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here.
I guess this is what these buildings look like up close. It's so damn tall. What the hell was that?
I don't want to
Yes,
say
you
any
hear that?
kiss of death stuff here, like,
Sounded pretty far away, though.
controller seems a little bit better now. Just don't want to say it.
For now. Come on.
Over here.
Hey,
So I've got a
Cass.
little bit of ammo to pick up here. Now, because we've got so little, we might actually... No, same amount, okay.
Damn it.
I think the extra ammo that you'll pick up, the bonus ammo, if you're running low, will actually come
Years
from
of
kills.
infectional duty.
I think that's the way.
What are they
I'm pretty sure that's the way it works.
blind?
You know what I was doing then? You know what I do when I've been, whenever I stream on Twitch using the software,
Well, it feels
is I've
like
got
it's
this
about
habit
to
of
fall apart.
holding the
Watch your head.
oh my god, holding the controller over to the left so that the PS4 can see it. I just did exactly the same thing, even though the PS4 is now right in front of me. Oh dear, how comical. Yes, Leah, I think I probably will, you know, because that looks like a hell of a lot of fun.
You alright?
I really, really like that. And the other one that I did, I can't remember how far I got with it,
Let's get the hell out of here.
but I would like to continue. I think, actually, I got to Pittsburgh, didn't I? I would like to continue working out strats for the easy low percent, which is a whole different challenge. That's oh, no ammo from him. Okay, be like that then. Still not absolutely in control here.
Guy. Give me your hand.
Should have been there by now.
Clickers?
Oh, well, in that case, Ocean, it did its job. You know, it's a funny thing. One of the phrases that you'll hear mentioned time and time again from people is that they will say, this is the best game ever. I'm going to say something rather controversial here. I'm going to say, no, it isn't. Of course it's not the best game ever. It can't be. Because, you know... oh, you... Can't... no, it's controller. It's controller again. Done it again. Okay, I don't really mind. I can live with that, but that was not ideal. But the first thing was that Tess blocked me. That happens. Yes, what I'm saying. No, it's not the best game in the world, because if what you enjoy playing is driving sims, or you want swords and sorcery and potions and magic, okay, well, no. Or Tetris, or golf, no, of course it's not. But if you want a game which is all about characters, story, acting,
Just
scenery,
don't look down.
emotion, then yeah, this is the best game in the world. By a long, long way.
Come on, Ellie.
But it's one of those things, have I given the example before? I probably have, because I do have a habit of repeating myself. It's like saying that red wine is better than white. Joel's stuck. It's all down to what you happen to like, really. Can't possibly say that red is better than white. But the great thing is that in its genre, you can call this the best game in the world, even with its faults. Still a bit dodgy. Still just a little bit dodgy,
come on
but
down.
I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be alright for the time being anyway, let's put it that way. Come on.
Press, Joel.
Didn't get much ammo drop, did we?
Let's just get out of here.
Don't really mind.
Tess, go.
And sometimes I feel that it is something I need to repeat, by the way, because, you know, it's not so bad now, because all you can hear is kind of just... you can just hear me. But obviously when I'm streaming on Twitch, I would have the camera. And you'd be watching me thinking, you know, you're looking at things like, when we play the thing with all the game with all the cutscenes,
See?
you'll be watching the like, opening scene, and you'll be looking at me thinking, you cold, emotionless bastard, how can you not be affected by that? Well, believe me, I was absolutely in bits the first time I ever played and saw that. You know, the death of Sarah. but you do naturally
You
become
want to take it easy.
kind of inured to it. You know, you can't. One thing I would never do, by the way, is fake emotion.
Not this time.
I believe it when I see it.
So yeah, you know, you watch it so many times. It's not that you shut yourself off to it. It's just that you know exactly what's coming.
Tess, down
Did I
here.
pick up the brick, by the way? Yeah. I'm not going to make the mistake of crafting one here, by the way, which is what I used to do. I'm going to wait until we get to the ladder. That's the best place to craft.
Shit. God, we're almost out. Okay, Joel, you take point. I'll watch the rear. Ellie, no matter what, you stay right on his heels. Sure. You stay sharp.
I got it.
Damn it. Didn't despawn?
Other side of this, come on. Shit.
Alright.
Alright, come on. Get up here.
I wonder why that is. That's the strat that you do, by the way. You sneak through that area.
Everyone okay?
And the one by the gate. Sorry, I said despawns. Doesn't actually spawn in
It's
at all.
called luck.
And it
is
used to
gonna
be the
run out.
case that I think it was felt to be a requirement that you'd have to throw a brick into the left-hand
Where we
corridor
going, Tess?
to make it not spawn in.
All right.
They're recently infected. Those soldiers must have just turned.
Which means there's more in the area. We gotta go.
How do we get up over this truck?
The hotel lobby. Yeah, it depends on what
Climb
you're
on up.
trying to do in the hotel, because you can get through that very, very quickly. Come on, shake. Thank you. Have I got a brick? I do have a brick. Okay. Because you can get through the first area just using one arrow. That's all you need.
They're coming.
I know.
The basement,
It's good, go.
once you know your route, is very quick. The bit before you escape the hotel, by the way, is not a
some on
difficult
your
part.
shoe.
You know, the 4 guys in the kitchen area and the restaurant itself. It's not difficult, but it's quite RNG-ish.
Okay. How do we get out of this place?
Let's find out.
She believes.
Well, how were you bitten? I mean, you must have been seeing
I actually prefer going up here now.
Yeah.
Oh, we still got blocked slightly, but that was actually the reason why I tend not to take the very early route there.
Tess.
I'm going to use my brick here. I've not tried it yet.
Alright,
I'm
look
actually going to
here.
use my brick.
Sorry. Go, go, go.
I'm alive.
You don't even need to do that
Make my
motion.
way around.
Look, they're here!
Tess.
Run!
Okay, this could go badly because, like I said, I've never actually tried doing this.
Tess.
Now, what you've got to bear in mind is I don't have a brick to throw at the guy who usually is at the window. Oh, come on. But one thing I've been finding, actually the slightly dodgy controller might really come into play here, is that you can get away with just a punch here. But you've got to be in the right position to deliver it, and that's a tough bit. No, see what I mean? He got... I just knew that the controller was going to do that to me then. Oh, God. Okay, well, we got through it. That's the important thing. What you want to do in the hotel basement, by the way, Ocean, is you place a nail bomb. Oh, mind you, it depends on what mode you're in. If you're playing grounded, you've got to make sure you have a nail bomb. Okay, and just as you go into the room that's got the generator, I mean, literally within. I'll do a restart, might as well. This doesn't work for me, by the way. Good. Is you place the nail bomb on the floor just as you get in and then go and start the generator. The nail bomb will explode because it gets triggered by one of the stalkers. Then once you started your generator, you kind of run around that room once and then go up the ramp, go and get the key card, go to the door, but don't go out of the room straight away. Just give it, I don't know, 2 or 3 seconds. I mean, if you're still around, you'll see it when I get there. 2 or 3 seconds, and then generally you can run all the way through. No, that's it always makes me smile when even the expert reviewers say, you know, you're in this world and you've got all of these zombies. No, zombies are the dead, which refuse to be dead.
What do you mean?
The infected are actually alive, but they just have this horrible cordyceps type or cordyceps variant disease. You know, their brains have been completely taken over by it, but they are still living, if you can call that living. I do have 2 mollies, which is good.
Probably get up from there. Just keep pushing forward.
Target neutralized. She took out 2 of my men.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Copy that.
What do we do?
I refuse to pick it up.
I got this.
Perfect.
Check the wall. Yeah.
Oh, Joel, he won't jump. That's controller again. Can't do anything about that. You saw then the first instance of Joel running around in circles, and that's what the controller has been doing to me.
We're gonna go through that hall. Stay
He's
down.
gone
I know
into
how
the
they
side
last.
room. Okay.
I heard one of them was a kid.
Doesn't matter. They took out a bunch of our guys.
Jesus.
Joel, I still love you.
Today.
Joel, there's the
Come on, for fuck's sake.
Run!
Stay low.
It's kind of as I thought it was going to be when you're having to do a lot of very rapid movements. That's when the controller is kind of suffering. It's a controller that isn't in control. Still, we like the extra challenge, don't we?
No target. I repeat, no target.
There's a soldier over there.
Yes, what you have to do, Leah, is go past it, basically. Go past it, then walk backwards with your triangle mashed, and it'll pick it up without the animation.
No, place is empty. I know you're here.
Well, come and find me then. Great thing is, you know that I'm here, and I know that you're there as well, so it's kind of, you know, all's fair.
We'll figure something out. Ellie?
Oh, don't step down, Joel. Do your little jump, please. No, she can't be cute. You're the cute one.
Look, it still works.
Nothing is cuter than Aaliyah the cute bunny. We all know that. Okay, well there's the theory that worked again this time. I don't think it's guaranteed. But the main reason why I go through underwater and then go on top of that carriage, it does very, very slightly take longer than swimming all the way through. But the one thing I'm finding is that the effect of it is that Ellie is always waiting in the right spot there. God knows why. No logical reason, but sometimes she wanders down that platform there. And yet when you do that thing using the roof of the carriage, for some inexplicable reason, she's at the point in the platform where you want her to be. No easier to explain than the Maria strap. Am I cuter than that? Are you trying to get me killed?
There we go. Yeah, it'll be faster to go through here.
Man,
What?
Right, how are we doing for stuff?
nothing. It's just
We're okay.
I've never seen anything
Yeah,
like this.
fine.
You mean the woods?
Yeah, never walked through the woods. It's kind of cool. Why don't you just take me back to my room?
Good
She
point,
was up to
Ocean.
the task.
Good point.
She dropped
Good
it off
point.
on
Okay,
us.
as soon as this
She's
stream is
better.
over, I'm gonna have to delete the VOD.
Kid, I don't mean to upset you, but your friend's chances of survival weren't too high to begin with.
She's a lot tougher than you think.
It don't matter. 'Cause I doubt I can get either one of us back in this.
Ah, no, no, no,
Trust me.
no. I have an
I
escape.
wish there was
I do have an escape. You see, Leah is definitely the cutest bunny. You see, and at what point was Amy ever? You see? Nah, I've got it. It's all down to the terminology. Some people would call that bullshit, and you know something? They would be right.
There we go.
Not using I'm not using
Down
the
here.
shiv door. I am not
Watch your
using
step.
the shiv
Good
door.
drop.
And I'm not. Oh, I'm going to pick up the brick just because it saves a few seconds.
Shit. Let's jam from the other side.
Okay, I will have time.
Boost me up.
Right.
Nice.
That's not such a good idea.
Well, I can't boost you up. How else are we gonna get over there?
All right, come here. Give me your foot. Now listen, just open it, okay? Nothing else.
Sure thing.
No, because that doesn't mean that there aren't other bunnies.
Easy.
There may be lots and lots and lots of bunnies. I think there probably are. I've never gone out and counted them. I mean, they reproduce so bloody quickly. There's no point in even trying.
Thank say we get a
All
car
right.
from this buddy of yours.
Everything's good.
Then what?
Well, then we go find Tommy.
Marlene said he's your brother?
And more importantly, he was a firefly. He know where to take you.
Okay.
He lives far from here, which is why we need the car. Jesus!
Whoa, Nelly. What the hell is that?
That
This could be
would
interesting.
be one of Bill's traps.
This is all down to controller here.
You trying to be paranoid, maybe?
That's putting it lightly.
What's the deal with this guy?
Well,
See how it behaves.
help us smuggle stuff into the city. He knows how to find things.
Well, let's hope we don't blow up trying to kill him.
I have, and the
watch your
results
step.
of my reproduction will be here on Wednesday. We might actually do a stream together. Oh my god. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh well. Hey Jackson! Hello there, friend.
Here.
Everything's going
Use
slow.
this.
How are you, bud?
It's all clear. Come on up.
All right.
You join us for that rarest of things, an actual Dino YouTube stream. Silent clicker? Yes, of course. It's great when a clicker isn't clicking, but it runs around. It sounds like a bat, doesn't it?
See that wire? Stay underneath it, okay? Just keep your head low and you'll be fine.
Oh, shit. Those things are kind of awesome.
There's one way to do it. Well, just stay close.
Might as well, because I'm a little bit short on ammo.
Come on.
I got you.
Damn it, Bill!
What just happened?
Another one of Bill's stupid traps. There, that fridge, it looks like that's a counterweight.
Okay.
Okay, indeed. Here we go. This is where my memory may well fail now, because, like I said, it's been a while. It's been something
that
like
rope,
2
and it'll
weeks
bring me down.
since I played
On
it. Oh, footwork. That's a healthy attitude for me to have, isn't it? There's me, hey, life tutor. I can give you the best advice in the world. Nah, footwork.
Shit, here they come. Just tend to the rope. Ellie, how's it looking?
I'm going as fast as I can.
Ellie!
I need some more time.
Good time, Ellie.
Hold on.
You all right?
Yeah.
Come
on, you can do
and the reason I do it, though, is I
Here.
wonder whether it affects how much ammo you come out with. I know it's infinite ammo while you're actually doing... Actually, technically it isn't. I have actually once had an invitation to switch to a different weapon.
Hell off, you son of a bitch! Hey, over here!
Hey, Emu! Hello there, friend.
Hurry, they're getting close.
Yes, the emu is very much alive.
creature. Eat the creature. And you will survive.
Ooh, that's still not good.
Way? Run, Ellie. Damn. Where's that goddamn key?
Guys, behind us!
Bill, come on! Bill, they're coming to the door!
All right. Whatever supplies you may want or need, I suggest you grab them.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, I missed a bit. No, I didn't. It felt like I missed a bit. We've still got a little bit of time to play with there because Bill doesn't.
Good.
He's got kind of a scripted amount of time before he actually gets to the door.
Right, Ellie, come on.
Don't leave the door open.
I got it.
We have to cross to the other building. Up the stairs. Let's move it.
Just stay with me.
Can't believe you agreed to this bullshit, Bill. What you should have done, but just left him back there.
It's just a job. Simple drop-off.
What do you
Yeah,
deliver?
he's one of a kind.
That little brat?
Haha.
Oh, wow.
Too.
Oh. You know, I hope
That's not a lot of ammo.
So where are we going, Bill? Let's go inside.
Oh, I've been meaning to take care of that. Relax, it's nothing. So, you didn't answer my question about Tess. I mean, I thought the two of you were inseparable.
She's busy.
God, that's a bum the witch then. What happens when you're a fair way away from the chat screen?
So, why don't you fix one of these cars?
Oh my God, you're a genius. I mean, the whole time, why on earth hadn't I thought about fixing one of these cars?
Okay, don't be a dick.
Their tires are rotted and their batteries are dead.
You done?
Can't even begin to think what the inside of the engine blocks look like. Only one's making new car batteries. Lock and load.
Anything? Anything? Nope. Balls to you
All
then.
right. You gotta check the barricades again. You neglect the simple shit, and now you're paying for it.
Shut up, Bill. Just open the
That
gate,
means
please.
Taking all the supplies from the warehouse and
Okay,
plug into the east
now he's
fence
talking to himself.
again. Then it'll take you,
Bill?
Joel, this way.
I don't like dong or bong for that matter.
Go.
You picked a hell of a place to hole up, didn't you?
Right, let's go.
Not as bad as those
Maximum-
things are, at least they're
Maximum weaponage.
Normal people scare me. All people should understand that.
I can make something else, can I? Ooh, yes I can. Not complaining about that. Come on, open.
Right down here.
Let's keep it clean, ladies
Right,
and
before we go
gentlemen.
any further, I got something I gotta show you.
What you got?
New toy from the toy box.
Oh, so I started saying something a long time ago. Now, don't laugh. Please, don't laugh. At some point in the future, if I do ever get good,
This
which I'd like
is
to,
a nail bomb. You gotta be really careful. This thing blows, it shreds
this is a
anybody
game which
standing
has
nearby.
never featured at the speedrunning events. And the problem with it is not what people think. It's nothing to do with the
We
horror.
got shotguns and
It's
bombs.
nothing to
What are
do
we
with
doing it?
Well, every few weeks, this military
the
caravan
gore
rides
or the
through
story
town.
or the
I
fact
assume they're
that
out
Joel
looking
has
for
to kill the
supplies.
doctor
You'd
at
be
the end, all that
amazed
kind of
at the
stuff.
shit that they
Nothing to do
overlook.
with that whatsoever.
Anyway,
These speedrunning
few months
events, they
back,
don't
they
like
were rolling through and they
foul
get
language.
overrun with this horde of infected.
End
They
of
were all over
story.
the truck.
They just don't
I was
like it.
right in the side of the high
And
school.
this is a game
Still sitting there with the battery in.
So we
which
take
has
that
got
battery and we put it in another car.
lots
Bingo.
and lots and lots and lots and
I
lots
wanted to get it,
of
but it
foul
seemed
language.
too dangerous with all the infected on that part of town. Fuck it. Joel needs a car.
But it's only
is
really,
damaged.
well, it's most
Trucks
obvious
are like tanks.
when you have the subtitles
sitting
on.
there.
And everybody that I
Fixing to
know
work.
who speedruns this game doesn't just have the subtitles on, they rely on them because they serve as visual clues for certain things that you have to do. And if I can get a really good time, a really respectable time, close to around the kind of the 3-hour mark,
All right, I'm not touching anything.
without using the subtitles, then this is the kind of game that could
Sack up.
feature at speedrunning events.
Ellie, come on.
Look, there's a school.
All right.
Ready?
Guess we'll find out.
Sorry, I just had to move my headset cable then because it was the cushion and the arm of the chair. It's kind of getting trapped in between the two.
Past this gate, it's all new territory to me.
I'm on it.
Anything? Yeah, that'll do. Come on, Bill. Be a good boy. Always one. Go on, kill it, Bill. Kill it, Bill. No, I'll do it then. Right. Splatter.
Okay, keep at it.
Yeah, open the... Bill, open the gate.
Hold up. I got a key for that gate.
Right, we do the sprint through here.
I suggest we move quietly.
We have to get it right, because we only get one chance here. If you get a restart encounter here, you're knackered. There we go, we've got Bill being... No, he's alright now.
This way. It's tied on the other side.
Shut up. Shut up.
Very careful.
Right, I had to do my third refresh
Maybe you
of
should
the
have
stream.
given her a gun.
Okay, Bill.
There's more of those clicker things inside the house.
They ain't seen us yet. You stay down.
Careful.
Did you hear Bill then? Did you hear him?
I think we're good.
For now. Damn those things. Nobody's bitten, right?
Nope. I'm good.
We're all fine. Let's just keep going.
Oh, whoa! That was just bad controller then. Started doing all kinds of weird things. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Give me a hand with this. What'd I tell you? There's that truck sticking out of the school right there.
Now they say as soon as you've
Come on.
got control of Joel here, do a restart encounter. I've not quite figured out why,
There's a bunch of them up.
but I'll go for it because apparently you do.
There's a bunch of them up there. Try not to make a sound.
He wasn't actually supposed to be there. Oh, come on.
was easier than I thought it'd be. They must be holed up somewhere else.
Well, let's not test our luck. How do we get inside?
Hell. Oh, I've not actually figured out what I'm going to do in this section here.
Don't get killed up there.
Thanks, Bill.
Okay, I'm not really inclined to do this the slow way, so I'm going to try see if I can remember the way that Brad does the quicker strat here. But I've got to remember whether or not it's actually worthwhile going to the top of the steps and collecting the collectibles. Oh shit, sorry. I was reading chat then. Silly me. Hey TK, yes, long time indeed. Absolutely long time no see. Right, I've got to concentrate here because I've got to remember what I'm supposed to be doing. Get this stuff here, pick up this shit.
Stick with me.
Looks like there's a path.
Right, this is where it all went really, really shitty on the last stream. So, fingers crossed, guys.
Barricade the door.
Guess they're gonna hold it for long.
But TK, yes, you're quite right. It is a long time.
Sound good.
And how are you doing, friend? You're not changing your name from Bri, by the way. I can still call you Bri, yeah? Oh.
What was up with that?
I hope that's not the wrong point. We should do that. No, it's fine.
Let's go, people.
All right.
Go.
Yeah, I've been good. To be honest with you, very slightly not stressed out, but my streaming software has kind of completely shagged me to pieces. Which is why I'm streaming on here. I don't need those parts. Just go away with your parts. I don't need them.
Let's go.
Yeah, because usually I'd be on Twitch. Oh. Ooh, that was close. That was damn close to Bill being in the way again. Okay. Don't know why I went that way then. Just being a weirdo. Just being a total weirdo. Right, we should be okay. Everything that I need. I could probably actually do with changing to
Good idea.
the rifle, but in all honesty, I don't
Give
need
you a
it.
holler.
Right, this is the right side this time. Oh, see you, Emu. Sorry, I missed that. Have a good time in the
Keep your
shadows.
foot on the clutch. And when we get to
I know
Give my
I'm
regards to
off the
Cliff.
clutch.
how the hell did... You know what? I don't care. Just don't fuck it up.
All right, Ellie, get ready. Now, hit it! Hit it!
Oh my god, can't aim.
Good job, kid.
Bill, not helping. Ellie, we're gonna give it another go. Stay focused.
Well, that was singularly unsuccessful.
Back to the truck.
That was totally shite.
Keep pushing.
Can't put the word shadows in chat, by the way, because I'm just going to go dun 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 dun. Nice one, Bill. Nice to know that you are useless, even though you're a twat. Why did that happen? Why did he not pick them both up? Okay, Fatty, let's push. Come on.
Really fucked my day up. You know, Joel.
Die, mofo!
Get her to the hill.
I had a break. I just died.
All right, Ellie, get ready. All right, Ellie, start it up. Hear that sound, Bill?
Yeah, well that means the infected hear it too. Just get the fucking... Go, Lord!
So, despite all of that, we are actually still good on ammo, which is something of a shock.
I'm okay.
Then get out, quick.
Now, I still wonder about the restart encounter here, by the way. I'm not quite sure what advantage, if anything, it gives you. But I think Anthony said something about it kind of positioning the guys in the background to where you need them to be. I'm not absolutely sure about that, because they always seem to be kind of in the right spot anyway, without the restart. So, I'm not sure. It depends on what difficulty level, Ocean. Anthony Caliber is the best on the grounded glitchless. But then for some of the other challenges, you're looking at people like Wildfire, Down Under, P-Dub,
Catch your breath.
Brad,
We're leaving.
Brad Tatum.
Watch out!
And some others that I'm not really familiar with. Oh, he disappeared. Bugger. Didn't need that. Damn it.
What you got, man?
Oh, come on! Now I've got to do a little escape here. Did that last guy escape?
All right.
No, he didn't.
I think
Good.
that's the last of them.
That's what I was worried about. I
okay?
thought that there was one who'd actually managed to find his way around,
Good. We need to get the hell out of here.
which was going to be the problem. And
We'll
by the
look
way,
around,
I'm
see
not
if there's
worried
anything we can
about
use.
shotgun ammo here, by the way, which is why I'm not going searching the other places in the room.
Alright, go.
Alright.
See if you can get it propped over.
Most important thing here is to have, well, to use and to get back
Ellie!
rifle ammo.
Okay, go!
Alright, I got it.
Weirdly animated piece of paper there.
Look.
Right, I will just collect the few rounds up here because I might as well have them. It's a slight time loss, but actually even the speedrunners tend to make use of... Oh, come on, that's not good. Make use of that for some reason. Didn't need that.
That is a yes.
Take it over you.
But I do need this. I do need a smoke bomb here. Okay. Yeah, The Last of Us 2 definitely will be more challenging, and also a longer game.
Alright. Here's the bridge. That's our way out of here.
But what we've got to really hope for, and those are, by the way, I'm
Hey,
really
Ellie,
looking forward to those.
slow down.
That would be absolutely
Wait for
brilliant.
me.
The thing that would be a nightmare
Here.
How about you
for me
let go first?
is for it to have
Keep your voice down.
another of those really, really long, unskippable opening sequences. Oh my god, didn't wait that.
Oh, good. Something else in the driving crazy.
Where did you learn to shoot?
Oh my god! Oh man.
Hell. Don't mess with me too much, controller. Please have something like control. Oh yeah, refund. I'll do.
That bridge looks pretty far.
We'll get there.
Yeah, it's an interesting subject. The whole infected subject is very, very interesting.
Well, this is what most zones
I've
look
got my own theories, but they are own
like
theories.
for a while now.
I hear hunters.
Hey, no problem, Brian. Look after yourself, mate.
Just keep it
Good
down
to
a
see you
little
again.
bit, this area, okay?
We're up all night taking it cool.
If we're looking at kind of
You head hunter.
realism,
Same bullshit.
then theoretically, just theoretically, there should actually be fewer infected in part 2, because they should be dying out. Don't know why they got a shot in then. Because they have no prey, basically. There's nobody left for them to kill. But that's not to say that that's the kind of... you know, Naughty Dog may well just look at it from a gaming point of view. You know, we need to have loads of infected because you need the combat, don't you? But because we also have this religious cult, we're definitely going to see the Fireflies.
I don't think they saw
There
us.
should be more hunters or bandits, call them what you will.
There's our bridge.
Then you've got enough
a
different
little
human
closer.
factions
I think.
to form all of the combat.
If you get me up there, I can move that plank.
And we know about the infected. You know, we know what they're like. We know that they're suffering. They don't have an additional story to tell us, whereas these other human combatants definitely do. They're more interesting. But it's down to Naughty Dog. You know, like I said, you've got to remember that it's a game, and gameplay is the most important thing. So I would prefer it myself if... How many infected combats do we have here? Compulsory infected combats. About
What's that all about?
10? Something like that?
We'll come to the hotel.
I would happily go for half that many in the sequel. And for that to represent the gradual dying out of the infected.
Set up that plank like that.
Damn it, don't... Come on. For sake.
Alright.
Didn't have to take that long.
Now you just need to find a way up. Do you think those hunters are gone?
We're about to find out. It's clear, Ellie. Come on down.
No, this is too rich for my blood.
Yeah, get in the game as soon as possible. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, Ocean, to be honest. You know, wouldn't it be great to get get a copy of the game the moment it gets delivered to your local game or, you know, wherever. Okay, you get it kind of on the day, almost as soon as it's available. Do you then stream it?
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I'm not decided, because part of the problem with that, of course, is that you have to go all the way through the exploration thing,
I bet you.
searching every single nook and cranny.
Florida check, man.
Check for what? I ain't seen a clicker in weeks.
Oh, I'll be looking forward to that,
We're gonna
Dixie.
keep being thorough. Let's wrap this up, right?
I'll be with you on that.
Whatever.
Oh, come on.
Oh, man.
Okay, well, I've got to deal with the guys upstairs in a different way now. Oh, come on, fuck off. Right, so this is going to be completely different now. The odd thing is, you know, is despite doing this, despite this being a bit wasteful, it's actually slightly quicker. I'd just prefer not to do it for the resources. But you see how those guys now are just waiting. That's what you do, by the way, if you do get the alert there. Just place that nail bomb at the bottom of those stairs.
It's gonna be a tight fit.
You lose a nail bomb, unfortunately, it's a downside.
Just in case.
But at least it stops you having a load of them coming up the stairs at you.
Find me something to climb on. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I think I might be the same, Liam.
There we go.
And exactly what Ocean says as well, you know. If it's a game that's just come out and you have every intention of buying it for yourself, why would you then go online and watch somebody play it before you've played it?
I'm alright! Are you okay?
No! You scared the shit out of me!
No! Stay out there! I'll make my way up to you. I'll try.
Swimming mechanic, please work. All we want is just swimming mechanic that does worky, worky, worky. Not jerky jerky, which it is at the moment, to be honest. Okay, so Ocean, of course, you're still there. Right, so this is the way that I would do this.
Oh, shit.
Drop your bomb here. Just do a quick run around the perimeter. Oops.
God damn it.
Try not to bump into things. That was not supposed to happen. That was not supposed to happen, but I know why it happened. Look at that, I'm stuck. You... Right, well that is... totally... fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. And it's because I can't steer. Right, well that screwed me big time. Just so... so very, 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 very annoying. Right, well, ignore everything that I said before, Ocean, because that was a total gangbang. Just crazy. But it was because I got caught on something as I was going up that ramp. That's what screwed it. Just slowed me down. What you would usually do, you would be able to get through to that ramp.
I gotta find Ellie.
Going round the room. I'm going to have to health up again. This is a pain in the arse. You'll be able to go around that room and then race up the ramp, go straight to the key card, and as soon as you've picked it up, just wait a few seconds and they will sort of be out of the way.
Got it. Over here.
You bitch. You utter fucking bitch. I'm really annoyed. I am really, really annoyed. This is my performance, which is shit. I did say right at the beginning of the stream, by the way, I was expecting to be pretty bad at this. And there's your proof. Just out of practice. Where's the last guy? You're right in that there will be people who want to kind of spoil, but you have to remember that if you knowingly go and watch a stream where they're going through the game before you bought it, well, you'd be spoiling it for yourself anyway. Hey, Cheeto, hello there. It has been a long time, yeah. It's been a long, long time. That's not that I've been inactive. It's just that I've been streaming on Twitch using broadcasting software which ain't working at the moment, so I've had to go back to YouTube.
be able to get there with this.
Oh no. Come on. Stupid game.
All right. Damn, this is what I thought.
Hey, how about a hand?
You sure you can trust me with that?
Ellie.
Push!
I am.
Push harder!
Oh, right, Mike. Okay.
There, how's that?
Honestly, people changing their names all the time. How am I supposed to keep up? Well, I should keep up by just keeping up, really, shouldn't I? Oh, everything's loaded. Good. Okay, this will be fun. This might take a while, by the way. I don't think I'll get killed. But strat-wise, I've got no idea what I'm doing here because it's been such a long time.
You better make sure you get away with it. Right? I would have done.
How they survived. Damn it, I missed the... I've got to pick it up. I've got to pick it up. Because I need it. That screwed things badly. Tell me that got none of them. It got none of them. Come on. Come on! I'm mashing the square button like fucking crazy here. That screwed me completely. Oh well. Like I said, it could take a while, this. Oh dear, oh dear.
He's over there! There he is! Spread out!
Fucking hell! Oh, you total bastard. Why was it not loaded? Oh, don't want to do it this way. Come on, man. Do not want to do it like this. This is so slow. Oh.
Alright, come on down.
Very, very annoying. Really, really annoying.
Now the safety's on. Do you know how to switch it off?
I do.
Okay, you gotta respect it. This is not good.
Joel, I'll be careful.
Okay.
Oh no, can't move him. Well, sorry, I can move him, but a bit crazy. Right, chat.
Alright, do your thing, Ellie.
On it. Stupid chain is stuck. Hold on.
Right, what am I going to use upstairs here?
There.
I've got a choice. It is perfectly possible to run past them. And the best way to do that is to create a diversion. Come on, Joel. Come on, get up. I don't think I've got a brick, so maybe plan A won't really be feasible.
Old pair of shoes. We got nothing. Let's go.
I think what I do have time to do, and I may well go for it, because I would usually have used 2 mollies in that section, and I only got the chance to use 1.
Oh man.
So I can spare one.
Get to that bridge.
So that goes. This may not be brilliant.
They finally killed that couple. I was sure they made it out of the city.
Oh. I do hate it when you won't pick up ammo. Okay, unfortunately I have to do this now because I selected a wrong weapon earlier on, by the way, which is why I didn't have... Which is why I've had to select the bow and arrow there.
Got word from the east side.
Now, I know I've seen people could do this the other way round. I don't like it. I'm just not comfortable with it. In the balls. I'm back.
I was too damn close.
The edge of the universe and back.
2.
Excuse me.
Savage
3.
Starlight.
Okay,
That comic
that's
I've
good.
been reading. That's what the hero says after a big battle.
Endure and survive.
Yeah.
That's broke.
Okay.
Jeez. I guess this is how it ended for this time.
We're not doing that piece of conversation, Ellie. You go climbing. That's not good. Okay. That's not good at all. Whether that means I use the shiv door with Henry and Sam, don't know. Not quite sure.
Let's go through the alley.
Oh, bothering to reload that. Not exactly
Fucking truck.
loaded with ammo.
Keep your head down.
I've got to get through this with no damage here. I do have a brick, which is good. I'm going to take this guy out because, frankly, the risk of getting an early alert here is too high, which wouldn't usually matter if it wasn't for the amount of health that Joel has, or rather hasn't. I'm going to have to wait for that turret gun to go by.
Some kind of military turret. Just stay down.
Oh, come on, that is ridiculous. I didn't need to take him on. He... That was mental. Utterly, utterly mental. Oh, fucking hell, game. And no, I can't do that jump up there. I've tried it so many times and it will not have it.
I think we lost him.
Oh, stop it, headset cable, for God's sake. Sorry, I'm talking to a headset cable here, which is a completely normal thing to do, as I'm sure you're all aware.
We're okay. They can't see us.
No idea what my uptime is, by the way. Absolutely no idea.
Sorry about the whole gun thing.
Don't worry. I would probably do the same thing. Where are you from? Really? I heard some bad stuff going on down there.
Yeah, the military abandoned the zone.
Get out of the way.
The place probably looks like this by now. We gotta be careful. We're right next to one of their lookout areas. This is just you and your daughter?
I promised someone I'd look after her.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. Wait. Everyone be quiet. Get away from the windows. They're gone. Man, that fucking truck. It's been hounding us ever since we got in this
Right,
damn...
what have I got here?
Sam, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Get rid of it.
My backpack is practically empty.
What's the rule about taking stuff?
It weighs like nothing.
The rule. What is it?
We only take what we have to.
That's right. Now come on.
Okay, one will do, but I'm generally low on stuff.
We're close. Real close.
Okay. In fact, it's the other thing that's a slight worry is, to be honest, I'm actually lower on ammo than even I would be prepared to be usually here.
Did you see that? Who's out there?
Joel?
We did it. Not bad, old timer.
Ooh, they went flying a little bit. I'll have that. Nice. But no ammo. These guys here never drop ammo, by the way. Never, ever, 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 ever. Well, get in here. I hope restarting counter works. I hope restarting counter works here. I lost a load of fucking time there anyway. Bastard. Fucking hell. Well, that was annoying.
Through this door.
You sure it's safe, being so close to them?
That's the only good thing I can say about the ammo situation at the moment.
He won't miss it now. Everybody through.
I do have a brick, which is something.
It's back here. So, how old are you?
Me? 14. How old are you?
The same?
Oh, you're 15, huh?
I'm close.
All right.
I am.
Here we are.
Yeah, well, here I was ages ago, you stupid git. Sorry, I was getting impatient with the poor boy.
Alright, y'all stay close, okay?
You tried this before?
Yeah.
That's comforting.
Relax, old man.
I just hope you know the way.
Right, so actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to use... I'm not really too happy about being quite that low on shotgun. I'd prefer a little bit more.
Okay. Let's try to take him out quietly. Hey, I'll follow your lead.
All right. Hey, how you doing?
Just trying to keep warm. How's it looking out there?
Okay, that is something of a relief to be able to pick up that extra there. But
Hey, you hear that? Clicker.
Yeah, I hear it, but I don't see shit.
I see him.
Behind.
Oh, I didn't mean to fucking fire it.
All right. We did it.
I sometimes wonder whether it's actually worth
Henry,
having the triangle button pressed. Because he's got this habit of just walking straight or running straight by what it is you want to collect. Okay, ammo is looking absolutely fantastic now, isn't it, guys? Hey?
Wait.
Oh shit.
Oh no. God.
All right, check it out.
We're good. Sam, let's go.
But it's all good. I mean, you know, when we're low on ammo like this, it just adds to the tension, doesn't it? And we don't know how things are going to pan out.
Hurry.
So, Dixie, if you're still there, this is your restart encounter point coming up here. This, if you were doing a no restart encounter run, this is the first one which is actually allowed.
What?
It's not just allowed; it's necessary.
What the fuck, Henry?
Yay!
We stick together.
Hey, Wolf! Wolf, we're all on for Sunday, yeah?
Fuck, do we get out of here?
Okay, so as soon as you get through here, do your restart encounter, because otherwise you will get that really stupid, crazy camera angle thing.
I see him. Get her, Henry. I'm moving up.
I got one of them, didn't I? I only got one of them. Thanks, Ellie. Thank you, Ellie. I got one of the bastards. I'm actually giving. I'm going to give up using the Molotov there. I just don't think it's worthwhile.
And stay down.
I'm starting to think it's a little bit of a waste of time. I still don't know how we're actually arranging Sunday, by the way, whether I'm going to meet you down. It seems a bit weird if... mind you, I suppose Amy's driving from a completely different place anyway, so... yeah, I'll probably just meet you both down there. It probably wouldn't be possible for Amy to come up here on the Saturday night.
Hey, we're gonna search this area.
For the simple reason that I'm in York all day on Saturday and I don't know what time I'm going to be back.
Let's go find that radio tower.
It's about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive from York. Actually, it really doesn't matter. I'm such a friggin' insomniac anyway. I could get back here by midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning and still be up by stupid o'clock on Sunday. So I suppose it doesn't really matter that much.
Give me a hand with this.
Same time.
All right, come on, kids, go.
But I'm being kind of sneaky. Yeah, I thought you would be. You would be doing travelling up from down south.
Right, you go. Okay.
But I shouldn't say this out loud. But I'm going to say it out loud anyway. There's just the off chance that if Amy could come over here Saturday night, might possibly be able to get my Streamlabs sorted out. But to be honest with you, I don't hold out much hope of that. And in all honesty, I can't see the point because it's only going to fuck up again.
See what's over here.
This way. There's a path up ahead.
But I suppose at the very least it would be nice if Amy would be able to kind of pinpoint something in particular that's going wrong with the software, but hey. Personally I think it's unlikely. Now, I'm going to leave the restart counterpoint a little bit later there than most people do. And hope... Yeah, good. Okay, it did enough.
Can we get out this way?
You know, I don't mind streaming on YouTube. But obviously I've got no features, you know, there's no alerts, there's no camera, there's no, well I mean, you know, no nice camera with a green screen or any of that stuff. Come on Joel, swim. It just looks far more sophisticated on Twitch, so I'd prefer to do it that way.
Go have a look.
Or looks more, looks far more sophisticated using Streamlabs. Right, 2 restarting counterpoints I need to try and remember here. And I won't. So it might not be a good idea to actually try to remember them. One, as you go through this door with the trap, and I can't remember what the
there you go.
The point is at what you at which you do that. And then there's a second one, is a restart just before you go through the chain, through the gate. And again, I don't know exactly where it is. So I might be forced into doing this the slow way.
Let's see if that generator's still got some juice.
Anyway, I was saying, if Amy comes over, then obviously it'll make a great deal of sense, because we can both then travel down to Brum in the same car. Oh, come on, for fuck's sake. All I did was stand him up. All I did was stand him up. Fucking hell. Bitch. Well, I'm glad it's not a speed run then.
I gotta say, I'm impressed with you two.
Shut your face, Henry. Anybody would think you were taking the piss. So yeah, there is a restart in here. I think puts you...
Sort of alarm.
I don't hear anything.
Okay, let's try it there. Just see what happens. Because I'm not really too bothered. Okay, so you do get that. Fair enough.
Calm down.
Okay, so the first one was right. I just ended up with a bit of a spore screen for some reason. And I think you do a restart just here as well. No, you don't. Right, well, fuck that. I'm not doing that one. Got a brick. Yeah, I got a brick.
Shh. Quiet.
Anything? Yeah.
Well, I guess we know what happened to these people.
Seeing how there was a clicker, they've been gone for a while.
Okay, night, Leah. It must be pretty late for you, I should imagine. And go and get yourself the 3 seconds of beauty sleep you need, and that's actually on behalf of somebody else.
Sam! Yeah, I'm cool.
That was me. I must have triggered some kind of safety gate or something.
8 AM, Jesus.
Henry, see if we can lift this.
That's about the point at which I'm usually waking up thinking,
Oh.
nah, fuck it.
This is awkward.
Another 4 hours will do.
I know, it's like every time.
Clickers!
What? Hey, this thing isn't budging, man.
Just go. Get out of here.
Sam, you stay close to him.
Henry, we gotta fucking move!
You keep him safe.
I love what Brad does here, by the way. I'm not going to do it myself. What Brad does is actually quite effective. He runs, and before the pillar in the middle of the room, he actually goes left. He circles that part of the room 3 times.
Move it.
Do I dare? Do I dare? I do. I like it very much. A little bit of extra ammo there was very, very welcome. Extremely welcome.
Joel, that's them.
Sam!
Oh, thank God. We gotta keep running. Go over there.
Sam!
So many of them.
Ellie, get away from the door.
Maybe we can push it together.
Sam! He just crawled through.
He what? Sam, what the hell
Oh
are you
my
doing?
God. Wow. Wow. Okay, I really have been rather frugal about picking things up, haven't I?
Upstairs. Let's go.
Just pick everything up. Pick shit up, Joel, please. Thank you.
Damn thing's stuck!
Here, give me a boost. I can get through that window.
Okay, check this in.
Open it from the other side.
Make it fast.
Come on, Sam. You're not staying in here.
What about you? I'm fine. Come on, go.
Get ready.
That wasn't good. I actually, you know, that's what happens when you actually forget to throw something. I have to deal with it now. One of those rare moments when the gun doesn't work.
Help me with this thing!
Really, really, totally shit.
Go.
No, in fairness, the controller seems to be... I'm trying to find some wood. Yep, touch wood. Seems to be kind of behaving itself.
Fresh air.
Well, it's definitely not tried to do what it did a week or so back.
Look at this.
Well, nearly 2 weeks now.
Oh, are you fucking
Gosh,
kidding
how time
me?
flies.
Thanks for the warning on the other side, guys.
So where's this tower?
We're close.
No, but I think part of it is the fact that I've
Come
not
on,
actually
let's go.
played the game for nearly 2 weeks. So, yeah, just a little bit clumsy. More than anything, clumsy on the controller. Obviously, there's something that's still not quite right with
How you
it.
doing, little man?
was a close one, huh?
Yeah.
The push from Ellie. I'm not going to get the push from Ellie. Nah.
You made it out.
Hey, look at that.
So I'm going to get blocked by
What'd I tell you, huh?
Henry.
Let's find a way
No,
around.
that's good. Henry was actually nowhere near.
About
Why
you,
was
how you
that?
holding up?
Business as usual, right? When I was with Henry, I took out a couple of infected by myself.
Yeah.
Okay. It's, wait, going the wrong way then. I'm gonna have to try the spare controller that I got though. When I tried it during the week, well, sorry, just before the last stream, which was about a week ago, the flashing light would come on at the front, but the PS4 wasn't recognising it. So.
Before you start.
But Leah was actually saying that if you use the USB cable and actually plug it in to the PS4, that's actually a better way for it to pick it up.
Careful.
So I'll try that. If I can find the lead, which is kind of task number 1. Oh, got stuck again. I might take a hit here. No, I'm alright. Okay, well this will be the ultimate test of my controller control.
Behind that burnout building!
This is the bit that I really hate. This double jump here. And then jumping to get over that fence. Did it first time? Wow. Usually that goes badly. Shit, I'm hungry. What a time to realise that I'm hungry. Oh well. In the nuts. Oh, you bastard! 2 shots that didn't do anything, but that's because he actually took a hit. So it staggered him. That was in the nuts. Definitely in the nuts. He's got no nuts, or at least he has, but they're facing the wrong way, so I can't do anything. Lucky I got him then. He was hiding his nuts. Did you think you could get away from us? Been back, motherfucker. Oh my god, missed his head. Oh, I'll take his arm off instead. Now, bollocks, 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 bollocks. Didn't get him over the wall. That's a fail. That counts as a fail. He's supposed to go flying over the wall. This is not a good time to have an itchy nose either. I think that's about right. One of these days I'm actually going to spend some time and work out the actual spot for the red dot there. I don't think that's quite right, but it's not far off either. Alright. I'll remember that for next time. No, sorry. I was saying, I'll forget that for next time. That's the way my brain works.
Oh, that was intense.
You alright, Sam?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I don't get
Thanks,
a pee
Joel.
break. I can't do a speed break
Look at this.
or a peed run the way that
All
Ant
right.
does it.
We did it.
We should move.
I'll just have to suffer.
All right. Sam!
Okay, so like I said,
Sam,
this would usually be a
are you
pee
okay?
break. I would actually just go and walk around for a bit here, but I can't.
Sure.
But one thing
I said I'm
that
fine.
you guys, anybody here who's not seen the game before,
Let's
you get a
move.
load of infected coming here. You can use it as target practice, but you don't need to do anything at all. Put your controller down, have a drink, have some nibbles. I've mentioned food again. That's not a good idea. But you don't need to actually kill any of these at all. You can just, like I said, just do some target practice. Do clickers still have balls? I don't know. Alright, we've had enough. Come on. Thank you.
Jackson County. Means we're close to Jackson City, right?
Shouldn't be more than a few miles.
You ready to see dear old brother?
I'm just ready to get there.
It's like Ellie's teeth are
You
chattering
nervous?
there. Well, that's
I
just
don't know what I'm feeling.
well, they haven't quite married up the dialogue to the mouth animations. I don't know. Well, maybe she is cold.
What happened between you two?
What do you mean?
You and Tommy. You're not together, so clearly something went down.
We just had a bit of a disagreement, that's all.
Ah, here we go. So what was it about?
Tommy saw the world one way, I saw it the other.
And that's why he joined the Fireflies.
Yeah, your friend Marlene promised him hope. That kept him busy for a while, but just like Tommy, he eventually quit
That's
that
just
too.
like you,
How
Leah.
was it? The last time you saw him?
Actually, it's, Dixie's a little bit the
I believe
same
his
as
last
well.
words
Certainly
to
when
me
it comes to
were,
actually
"I don't
running
ever
the
wanna
game.
see your goddamn face again."
But both of you are exactly the same. So, right, I'm just going to get up to
We're gonna find
like
out.
start of Pittsburgh, or I'm just going to get to
Just keep going.
the dam. 2 hours later, ha, you're still at it. Anyway, I guess that is actually a gamer thing, isn't it? That's in no way unusual. We're all the same. Absolutely.
All right, I need you to...
I know. Step on the fucking pallet.
Oops. Bang. That was odd. Her right leg was actually... there's a stone there, there's a rock on that platform, which is actually hanging in mid-air. And it was in front of Ellie's leg when it was supposed to be behind. That was a bit of an oddity.
Oh, give it a spin.
Hey, go get the other one. We can use it as a bridge. Hey, be careful crossing that thing.
I will.
Right, so the next thing is checking the Maria strat again.
Really? Just gonna leave me hanging?
See if this still
Alright.
works.
Let's see how it is. Just like 5.
Can't see why it wouldn't.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
I know, I am too.
Alright, next to where I see him pull the trigger.
Let's
Oh, I
get
bet you
past this
are.
place, then we
Wolf,
can
you
scrounge
you're
up some
just,
food.
you're just not admitting it.
Ain't no way around.
There's one more wafer.
False alarm! They're friendlies. We've been dealing with raids. A lot of bandits in this area.
It's been quiet for a few days.
What the hell are you doing here? I thought I'd find you in Jackson.
Monty Python
We're
reference
trying
in
to
there.
bring the plant back to life.
We had it working
Kind of
before,
random, really.
but one of the turbines went south.
We have electricity, Joel. I had. We'll get her running again.
No way. You guys have horses.
We got a whole lot of-
Amy!
Hey, Tommy, give me a
It's
hand
the
with it.
Amy!
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Oh, just in time for the bunny to go
Can
to
I?
bed as well. How are you, babe?
He likes when you cut his ears. You ever ride one?
I actually have.
When have you ridden a horse?
Winston, this soldier back in the zone, he gave me lessons.
You know, if you want, we can take him riding later.
That'd be awesome.
Hey, thanks, Tommy.
There.
Hey, thanks, Tommy.
No
Nope,
sweat.
no, that was flat.
Right,
Right,
let's
so
continue
again,
the tour.
anybody who kind of, yeah, they wonder how this works. This is just my way of doing it.
Earl?
I walk,
Yeah?
I
Why
walk
are you
right
here?
up to the
Were
curb
you
here
supposed to head back this
and
morning?
just stop.
Still waiting on
Don't
Hauser and the rest
necessarily
of the
need to
boys
be
to
looking
relieve.
down at this point,
We'll be fine.
but
Just
because I'm
go home
going
to your
to
family.
anyway,
Just a couple more hours. I'll tough it out.
All right, well, take it easy.
follow her up, but stick to the right-hand side, go to the fourth step, stop, let her go out a shot. 1, 2, 3. See, she's there at the door. Immediate.
Maria,
Yeah, go ahead.
we're in the control room. Steve's about to start it back up. You want to come check it out?
I'd rather eat with Ellie.
It's my turn anyway. I'll go.
I'll come with you. Go with Maria. It's included.
Joel?
Come on, Ellie. Let's give the boys some space. I'm sending Tommy over. Stand by.
So here we are, Emmy, back
This will be the
onto
sixth time them trying to get the turbines back online. We've been here just a week, and it feels like forever.
back onto the crappy version of streaming.
I
It's
got
kind of
something
nice and
for you.
retro, really, isn't it?
Last year I went back to Texas, back home. Most of our stuff is long gone. Most of it.
Who needs alerts and cameras and all that shit?
Here. It's a little faded, but it still looks pretty good.
I'm good.
You sure? I mean,
I said I'm good.
okay. I'll hold on to it for you.
Tommy, I need to talk to you.
Now, I need to consider whether or not I'm going to pick anything up here
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
not on the route.
Let me just check on my guys real quick. Come on.
So in other words, I'm not going into the room on the left at the top of the stairs here. I'm going to go straight over the bridge. I can pick up some supplies before Tommy opens the door because I've got time to do it. I can go into the room at the back, which has got the parts and a few other bits and
I don't know what
pieces.
you heard, but you should see the town. We're over 20 families
Because
strong.
again, you've got that set amount of
Maria,
time while the
father,
guys are getting the generator working, or the turbine, I should say.
Crops and livestock. Remember how we thought no one could live like this anymore? We're doing it.
What do you do for protection?
Adults take turns guarding the perimeter. We even got an electrified fence. in the plant.
Okay.
You still got to deal with infected, though, right?
Who
Hello,
doesn't?
Buckley.
But it's the world we live in.
You and your damn tennis
Well, maybe you
ball.
don't have to be.
You sound like Marlene.
Wow. So it's going to be the same as it's been for a few runs where I'll be thinking
These two
about the
geniuses
points
are gonna
at
bring
which
this
I
plant
can get
back.
smoke bombs crafted.
We think we got it this time. You don't believe us?
I didn't say that.
I'll bet you $1 million it works.
Sure. Make it 2. We're almost ready. They just need to finish putting the shield back on. Move
To the left. Watch it.
So, like I said, we can afford to go down here because of the amount of time that it takes them to get the turbine working. Oh, full. Right, fair enough. That's always welcome.
All right. That's good. Tommy's here. You good to go?
Jimmy, 1 second. Okay, good to go.
Ready?
Go ahead. Hit it.
We did it, boys!
Okay, that's alright. Still can't craft anything that I actually need.
Somebody get on the horn and give Maria the good news.
And I need basically 3 smoke bombs. No, actually 4.
You see that?
pretty
All right,
impressive.
that'll be interesting.
Looks like you're out $2 million.
All right, Joel. Let's go talk.
Shit! Bandit!
I love the Leah's strat here, by the way. Really, really good. I'm just not doing it because I've never tried it. Drop nothing. Okay. He nearly killed my shot then. Come on! Got more time than that. Don't fucking do that. Where is he? Total bastard. I mean, for the sake of an inch, really? Mind you, speak to any girl, it's important. Now I'll have the brick. On, out of the way. Get out of the... Well, sod you. Be like that. Come on. It's all clear. It's all clear. Come on. Come on. I'm talking to the game.
Come on.
You
Couldn't have gotten
complete
far. We'll find her.
dumble brain.
No worries.
Get on this stubborn kid.
That was me, by the way. That wasn't
She
the
usually
game, that
pull
was
these
me
stunts.
being shit.
Nothing like this. What's going on?
Horse track.
There. 4 tracks.
Amazing what can stop a horse in its track. Pebbles. A wayward piece of grass. Or grass as we call it in England. Come on.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Okay, well, ammo situation is nice here. At least for this particular gun.
Goddamn many.
Go around. I'll cover you.
Oh, come on, show your head. You bitch. Don't believe that. Utterly unbelievable. That, right, so that is a shot that Anthony can get within a second, alright? And for me, the gap doesn't exist. That didn't hit him. Fine. Fuck off then. I didn't need it for that, to be honest. Right, so this is singularly unhealthy now. I'm obliged to go in here because there's a little bit of resupply, but not what I would call a birthday present, to be honest. So arses and all that.
Come on, back to the horses.
Right, so the situation isn't brilliant, but that is good. Having 2 of those now is kind of an improvement. Get off. But that was shit. That really was. Sorry about the rude language, but it was fucking shit. Oh, sorry about the rude language.
Tracks keep going this way.
Let's hope they didn't get drunk. Let's go.
Stop putting that torch on. Is it just me that always uses the word torch instead of flashlight? Is it just me that prefers fewer syllables? Or do other people across the world also say torch? To some people, a torch is only something with a real flame. And I say bollocks. And I say bollocks a lot anyway.
Area looks clear.
Ellie?
That'll do. Yeah, actually that's alright. I'm quite happy with that. Not even bother picking that stuff up in there. Oh, actually, no, I've got to. It kills time. I know it kills time, but I've got to think about making another smoke bomb later. So I have to do that little detour there.
Check out this way. We'll check over that way.
Don't. Oh, come on. Fuck's name. How in fuck's name? Right, that screwed me up again. Oh wow! Could you imagine a real gunman doing that? Really? Really, can you imagine somebody is ready for you to actually come round the corner and just get an immediate shot like that?
House is clear.
I mean, seriously. That was a case of, you know what, I'm going to shoot you even before I know that you're there. Right, that's been a slight problem.
Let's get back to the horses.
That is a slight problem, I'm afraid, because that could leave me depleted now. Any further plans? No, I really don't know. I don't know what contingencies I've got here. And I don't really know until I get off the horse what I've actually got now.
Okay.
Alright, so the early stages of this, I basically need one Molotov.
Should be able to see most of the campers from there.
Might need a... get off. Might need a shot or two. Up in the generator room.
That was fun.
But for now I'll base it on the one molly.
It's getting chilly.
I'll do the sneak through the bloaters, the bloater and the and clickers.
How many people do you think are there?
And then there's just the university escape. Now that is always the nightmare.
Do you think there'll be other people my age?
I'm not sure.
That could go all kinds of tits up. The good thing is, as far as Joel is concerned, that's kind of the last thing that we need, ammo-wise, for a long time.
I'll be right back.
In fact, there's very, very little ammo that we need after that. It's just that I'd prefer to have a little bit of spare for Joel when he does his hunting. Too damn close. too close. And I won't get rewarded with any ammo, and frankly, I didn't deserve any, because that was shite. Actually, the real problem there was that I couldn't get the Molotov to come off lock as I threw it. Which is always going to make things slightly complicated. Having 3 shots on that probably isn't too bad a result, though.
I would have wanted to be an astronaut.
That a fact?
Yeah. Can you imagine being up there all by yourself? What about you? What'd you want to be?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to want to be,
You take your time. Just take your time.
Shut up.
No, serious.
You won't.
Say something.
No.
Come on, I won't laugh.
Canter. I was looking for the word canter there in my extensive
old
vocabulary, which failed me completely at just the right moment.
Come on.
Look, fireflies.
Yes, fireflies. Yeah, so that's my theory. Can't remember who I mentioned it to now. Now this thing about Joel always gets off the horse the wrong side. I think it depends on whether your camera angle... Well, it's what side your camera angle is showing. I think that might have something to do with it. Okay, generally a little bit low on ammo here, which ain't brilliant, but it'll do. So I have no choice here but to do this a slightly slow way. How's my arrows? Thought, okay.
More infected, I'm fine.
Here, come up on the gate.
Please. Oh, did you see Joel just freeze for a moment then? Okay, university escape. This is the real nightmare. And I'm not really happy with the long gun ammo as it stands at the moment.
We did it!
Yeah, come on through.
We shall just have to see what happens.
Those clickers.
Incidentally, oh yeah, I have an announcement to make. Big announcement. Winter section.
Why would they have infected so close to the lab?
Well, Bill used them as a form of defense. Maybe they're doing the same.
I know how to get first ear shot. So I'm going to try it. Stop laughing, you lot. Stop laughing. But yeah, I'm going to try it. I know roughly the aim position for the arrow. And then I know that once you just listen for the twig. Best to crouch as well, but crouch, and as soon as you go over that twig, you basically give it half a second at the most, and then you let fly. So that's what I'm aiming for. Like I said, I think there may well be a lot of giggling in chat when that happens, but fortunately I won't be able to hear it. Just don't type giggling like fucking to chat or something like that, because I'll be really hurt. You're all gonna do it now, huh? You know it.
All right, we're inside. Come on, kiddo, give me your hand. There you go.
Smile.
Let's look around.
Happy Joel. Right, what do we have? We have that. We have that. 9 in there isn't too bad.
Hello?
And, you know, in all honesty, 3 and 3 ain't. It's not too shabby.
Fireflies! Here for mankind over
But you
here.
can see how wasteful I've been because the grounded speedrunners, the likes of Anthony, would have probably about the same ammo as this. Just by being kind of better with what they have in the first place. I mean, a lot of the stuff that what I've got left now, much of it has been kind of, oh, you're shit, here, have some ammo.
We found out where they went. Shit. Jesus. These link clickers.
No fireflies either.
Have I had any deaths?
Well,
in this
maybe in
run?
all that research, they turned into fucking monkeys.
Just keep searching, we'll find something.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'm not thinking of deaths as in, is that anything impressive? I'm just sort of thinking, has it affected time? Don't know.
What the fuck are these guys?
Don't matter. We know where to go. Let's get the hell out of here.
You are...
Oh, you bitch. Bastard. You bastard. I fucking knew that was going to happen. I could just tell with the way that I was holding that, I'd got it all wrong.
You're gonna pay for that!
Okay, I've got a problem now in that... I'm going to be extremely low on ammo for winter. Alright, but there is some in the house anyway, so I can replenish some. And it's mostly long ammo stuff that I'm going to be after. So it's not too much of a concern. The only thing I would say is that I very rarely have this little ammo at this point. The good thing is with that section, I didn't die. And I've learned in life that that is always a positive, not dying. It extends your life considerably.
Oh man. Joel?
I'm gonna need you to pull.
Okay. Alright, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and incidentally, that thing about the deer shot in winter, don't worry, if I miss it, I'm not doing a restart. I'm not going to keep trying it. If I miss it, I miss it. I'll just do the usual, you know, the 2 standard shots, if you like.
I don't see anyone. Let's go.
But if I don't try it, I don't get it, do I?
Joel? How we doing?
I'm fine.
Can you handle the window?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, move!
I see you.
here. I'm gonna flank this asshole.
Ellie.
And if the run goes reasonably well, like I said, I've got no way of telling what the actual uptime
You
is.
want to do this the hard way?
So I won't know how long it has taken until I have a look at the VOD. But just because a few sections have gone a little bit more slowly than they should have done, I might well do the tunnel strat in Salt Lake City, which is a tough one. It involves a very, for me, a very quick swap as you get to the end of that run. Yeah, you've got to throw a brick at one infected and then throw a smoke bomb at the bloater. Actually, what will affect that is whether or not I can spare the smoke bomb.
No one here. Hurry.
If I've only got one left and I do that, I'm relying on a nail bomb for the end of the hospital, which is far more sketchy. Hey, Kate! Long time no see, how are you? And I bet you're sort of thinking, what the hell is Dino doing streaming on YouTube? Fucking hell, where's he been? Where's he been? Kate, the answer is I've been on mostly Twitch. Using Streamlabs OBS. I like proper streaming software, but it's all gone to shit, I'm afraid. My streaming software is screwed up. Again. Yet again. I was having a go about it, like right near the beginning of the stream, by the way. And one thing I didn't mention, but it's probably worth mentioning, because some people might be thinking, oh well, you stop fucking about with Streamlabs OBS, just leave it the way that it's supposed to be. But that's the thing. That is the thing. Between streams, I don't even open the software. I don't do anything at all with it.
I swear to God, I get you out of this. You're so singing for me.
But it just decides on a whim. You know what they know? I'm just going to fuck you up and not work.
Wait here.
And yeah,
I'll get the door.
I'm done with it. Just done with it.
Come on.
Which is a shame, because I really like using Twitch.
Oh, shit.
100 times better than YouTube.
Just get the horse.
All right.
Well, having a Twitch account
Can you get on?
is exactly the same as having a YouTube account. You don't actually have to set up a channel and produce content or anything like that. I mean, the main reason for it is just the fact that you have a username so you can contribute to chat. That's the only difference. Okay, let's see how it goes.
Where'd you go? There you are.
Damn it! Fucking hell! I was not at the twig. You bastard. I hadn't hit the twig. Alright. It's probably going to kick me in the teeth now by spotting me. Go on, put your head down.
Got you.
Because although it's an extremely, well, supposedly an extremely difficult thing to do, it's actually a very straightforward thing that you do. Ellie can't kneel at this point, by the way, which is why you can't. Steady yourself for the shot.
Oh man. How are you still alive?
I say kneel, I mean crouch. You know what I mean. Okay, no time saved there. But we ain't going for a record tonight. This is the first time I've actually played the game in going on for 2 weeks. So I just need the practice. I should have actually noted what time I started, but oh, actually,
What is this?
no, it wouldn't be very accurate. I was going to say I could actually go onto Twitter and have a look at the time that the link was posted. That would give me some idea.
This place is not creepy at all.
Don't give me a long screen, please. Thank you very much.
No matter what, we have to keep them out. Let's hope they don't find him. Cover the windows.
Okay.
Make every shot count now.
I've done this before.
Total bastard! I knew that was actually going to happen. I did actually know that was going to happen. I was not in a good position there.
Nice shot. They're in here.
I think David actually jumped a bit then.
You weren't kidding. You're a better shot
I
than
really
that
think
thing
he
I am.
jumped.
Give me a hand with this. Help me with this thing.
Shut up.
Don't let him come in through the window.
Shut up. Okay, David. Okay, David.
Here,
Thank you.
use this.
Thank you. Oh, come on. Wow. You utter bastard. It wouldn't actually allow me
Nothing
to
over here.
kind of take the single shot, single stab. She had to go through an animation.
There's a whole lot of them coming at us.
Yeah, I know.
Infected inside.
Bastard, so rather death. Oh well.
Yeah, I got more rifle ammo.
Very annoying.
To your left.
Six. I wanted 7. Oh well. Oh, hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. My eyes were deceiving me then. I thought I saw another. Thought I saw a refill. Oh well.
This way. Come on. I'll block this. Cover the stairs.
I'm not going to use the arrow here because I always miss.
Through here.
Okay. Do you know where you're going?
Absolutely. Fucking hell. Unbelievable.
Great.
It just completely ignored me.
It's clear. This way.
Right behind you.
How are you holding up?
You don't need to worry about me.
Stay close.
Oh well.
Come
Doesn't
on.
matter. We're talking there about saving about 4 or 5 seconds, and on the kind of run that I do, that is totally irrelevant.
I'm fine.
More clickers. Get out of there!
Good God, it's all going off time. How time flies when you're a twat. Anything? No, of course not. Shut up.
There you are.
So close. We need to get up there.
Yeah, we know. We know.
There. That ladder.
Yeah, we know. Come on. Come on, man.
Here. Come here. Boost me up.
Right, hope Mr. Clicker is in the right spot this time. He's had me a few times recently by appearing late in the door, and Ellie will not lock onto him. Which is kind of inconvenient.
You be quick. You keep a lookout.
I know.
Come on. And it didn't give me any extra ammo. I thought... Oh, it did. Okay. Not much, but... Yeah, alright. Don't pick them up one at a time, you silly girl.
Alright.
Hey.
Here we go.
Oh, it was Brad who actually tried, and I think it's possible. You can actually land on top of that ladder, and if you get your angle right, you can actually end up on this platform here. So you don't drop down at all. Interesting. Interesting, and apparently it can be done.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, old man. Jeez. Looks like someone already fought those things and lost.
We're looking for these boys. Doesn't matter. Grab the gear. I'll look for an exit.
Right, let's try and do some really decent aiming this time, eh, shall we, rather than fuck it up. Which is kind of a popular... It's almost a meme with me,
Keep
to
your
be
eyes
honest.
open for anything we can use.
See anything?
It's a dead end. They use this place.
This is an area where having a fast strat is of absolutely no use to me. Because I'm just not fast. I'm kind of a bit shit, really.
Push them out of there, mister.
Anything? Anything?
They're on the roof.
Nope.
I know.
Nothing. David, I wouldn't bother with him really. You can see that he was kind of burning. You just keep making your funny noises. I don't mind. Where are you going, David? I found...
How many of these things are there?
Spotted something? Hmm?
Just keep at it. On your left.
Oh, David. David, you actually managed to get a shot.
It's a bloater! One of those big guys.
Damn it, damn it, damn it. 5. Well,
Yeah.
5 ain't too bad. We'll deal with that.
Like we killed all of them?
I'd prefer 7, but, you know,
I like this.
it'll do. David, take your time.
I'll check the bridge.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
David, get over here!
And your jacket's shit as well.
Listen.
No infected.
No infected. What'd I tell you? All right. Let's head on back. Check on that buck of ours.
Ooh, you got a book. I like books. Oh, you mean the deer. Right, okay.
Are we even sure she's here?
More horse tracks down the fucking street. She's here.
Hey, I got her! Get your ass over here!
What are you waiting for? Shoot her!
But David said...
Fuck
No!
Shoot her!
Come on!
Didn't want to go around that way. See how I took an extra shot there? You have this very specific course that you should take through here. You won't get killed if you go another way, but you'll take shots, you'll take hits. Which is kind of stupid because it's not logical, but, you know, game logic. When was that ever a logical thing?
Shoot the fucking horse!
Oh man. No. Shit. Okay.
She fell down the hill somewhere. I don't see her though.
Here we go. This is the simplest strat in the game, well, one of the simplest strats in the game, and the one that always, well, it's got this tendency of fucking up.
He wants her alive. He doesn't get to make that call. James told me it's the girl from the university. How many of our guys were killed there?
I actually hate this now because I find it so unreliable.
Yeah, where'd they go?
I know the alert is there, but I should still be okay. They might not even get any shots. Or 1 or 2. Not enough to cause serious damage. That's the first time that has actually gone quite smooth for a long time. Still amazes me how the experts can get that. Oh yeah, but Dixie, you know, you've watched Anthony enough to know how well the experts do it. You know, on grounded mode, I would be dead.
Here we go. I got this.
Oh, is that enough? I think it is. But having 5 in the rifle is the best result from that. That is properly good. Yeah, because from this point, what you use in ammo here just doesn't matter at all. You can just go completely apeshit here.
On the ground. Sure she's not hiding somewhere over here.
I don't want to get trapped in here.
Fucking hell. Have you ever seen those two guys come out at the same time like that? And what the hell is happening behind her? Wow. I might as well just get some extra health there, because I don't know. I'm not going to be able to open the door again, am I? Of course I'm not. Alright, game, you're a twat. I mean, you have got two guys by the window, but honestly... And how could he possibly have seen her at that distance? And he's run away. Right, okay. Game. If this door will not now open, I will be furious. It will, and I've lost some time there. Oh well. Get.
Keeping you alive here. There you go. There you go.
Okay, so what can Joel actually collect here? I mean, that's good. That's good for a start. That's not so good. Get him healthed up, because he's going to need it. Okay. And, ooh, my word. Good. 2 of those I'm happy with. 2 is quite good. Having only 3 shots in the rifle isn't brilliant, but hey. It is what it is, guys. That's what we've got to work with. I'm more concerned about having enough to make up the extra smoke bomb. That's what I would be most appreciative of. There, I used a nice big word. What a cunt.
Ellie! Where'd she run off to?
I don't think so. I don't think so, Ken.
Where is she?
Get.
Right there!
What the hell?
Run!
He should not have been getting shots in then. I might have to do actual shooting
Right
here.
One way or another, you gotta tell me!
Come on. Did not appreciate that at all. Didn't need the parts, but they were going to get collected with the rest of the shit anyway. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't do that. Don't do that. The smoke bombs are really useful in a couple of areas. I think it's not that they're useless, Kate. It's just the fact that there's so many. Sorry, there's so few areas where they really are a distinct advantage. But certainly in the hospital at the end. Just I can't. Hey! Don't miss buttons. Oh God! I've put the. And I don't know what the single button is that. Oh bollocks! I hate subtitles. Really, really hate them. Ellie, don't say anything from this point on, or anybody else for that matter. Everybody stay silent. Don't want any more game dialogue from here, please. Yeah, like I said, there's a couple of spots where they are a distinct advantage. I could have actually used the time there, I think.
You're not getting out of here.
I am. This is precisely what I'm doing.
This place is a damn maze.
Oh, I hate subtitles so much.
I'm saying we could have a real.
Fuck off. You weren't even there. hate invisible enemies. Right, restart and counterpoint here. This is the second one, Dixie. Have to do a restart. If you don't do a restart and counterpoint there, it's quite likely that you won't be able to open the door because David hasn't spawned in.
Easy to track.
How did you do it? It's all right.
Because your alternatives are a nail bomb in the hospital, the very last bit. But it's kind of, you know, you are likely to kill one or two, but it's not always enough to actually get you through.
That was good, kid. It's gonna be all
right. Where else? Sorry, I'm not really. Just the fact that I'm doing this, so I can't really. I'm not thinking properly about where the other two spots are. There's two spots where it's definitely what you want.
There you are.
Gosh, that was close. Shit, that was close. I thought it wasn't going to lock on. Okay. So the ammo situation here is utterly shite, but I can't do anything about it. I've not got the luxury of switching out to anything. So this is going to be a little bit dodgy. Why am I having brain fade about the other areas where the smoke bomb is absolutely a top device? Mine has gone completely blank.
I gotta find her. Shh. Ellie.
Sorry, but it has to be done. They offend me. Weird. Hello, Benjamin. Am I playing too fast? Well, this is a deliberate attempt to get through the game as fast as possible. It's a speedrunning thing. I mean, I'm not going to get a speedrunning record, but I want to see just how fast I can do it. On other streams, I'll do a complete story playthrough, you know? Because I do enjoy the game for the story. I absolutely love it for the story. But this is just a game challenge.
I knew you had heart. You know, it's okay to give up. Ain't no shame in it. I guess not. Just not your style, is it? You can try begging.
Fuck you.
Ellie, mind your language.
You think you know me? Huh? Well, let me tell you something. You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Okay, so it's 10:15 here. I'd have to call up Twitter to see what time I posted the link to the stream, but even then, that will sort of say 3 hours or 4 hours or something, won't it? Is there any way to actually look at your Twitter post to actually see
Ellie!
a precise time that you made a post?
No.
Or
What?
is that not possible?
Look, hospital. This is where we get off.
Yeah, I've
Let's go, kiddo.
you know, I've played the game in full. What?
Feel that breeze, huh?
Must be going on for
Tell you, on a
50
day
or
like
60
this, I just
times
sit
at
on my
least.
porch, pick away at my six string.
And like I said, usually I would
Once we're
actually
done with
just
this whole thing,
do the full
I'll teach
story.
you how to play guitar. I reckon you'd really like that. What do you say, huh?
But the world record holder in this game has actually done it in 2 hours 52. 2 hours 52 minutes in grounded. And that's glitchless as well.
Look at that. Another city.
Kind of
Another
incredible.
abandoned quarantine zone.
Right, weapons are a bit crap at the moment. But I've got 2 smoke bombs and I've got 3 mollies.
Maybe we
That
cut
is
through
kind
here,
of...
huh?
That's really good. You know, the good thing is I don't need to craft any. But I do need to do some
We
weapon
could use that
swapping here.
ladder. Here we go.
Only as a precaution, really. In
Ellie?
theory, I don't use any weapons here at all, apart from just the clicker
Ellie?
behind the cage.
What?
The ladder. Come on.
Right.
And I would say that this game is more than really good, Benjamin. I would say that from my personal experience, it is the best game I've ever played, certainly in terms of its emotional content, the characters, the dialogue, the voice acting. It's all absolute perfection. So yeah, don't be misled by the fact that I'm playing this game quickly.
Oh my god.
Ellie!
It's just a specific challenge. Right, so I've got to do the tunnel
see
strat
this.
here
What is it?
because I had a death in the first part of the first part of the mine fight.
Are you kidding me?
And I don't know how much time... I just don't know how this compares with previous runs. But if I'm going to make that
Come on,
up,
hurry up.
I've got to do it in the tunnel. I'm already saying now, I've got a bad feeling about it. It's probably going to be the most stupid thing I've done because, you know, I've not played the game for 2 weeks, but I've not done that strat. Well, since the last time, which has got to be it's got to be more than a month ago. Has to be.
Look, I know you mean well, but there's no halfway with this.
I did forget there that you can
Once
actually
we're
jog
done, we'll go wherever you want.
just for the first few moments there.
Well, I ain't leaving without you. So let's go wrap this up.
I think you can take about three or four steps of jogging before you go into the crouch. Okay, we have the brick.
Well, this place takes me back.
How so?
We have
That was
a
right after
spare
everything went
smoke
down.
bomb. A spare
I ended up
smoke
in a
bomb.
treehouse
I
just like
do know
this.
how to speak.
And everywhere you look, you just saw families torn apart. Whole damn world seemed to have turned upside down.
Ammo to spare for the shot in the
Was that
tunnel.
after you lost Sarah?
Yes, it was.
I can't imagine losing someone you love like that. Losing everything that you know. I'm sorry, Joel.
That's okay, Ellie.
Right, so here we go. You might be glad to know that I have no expectations here, by the way.
What do you mean?
The run could really fall apart, and I wouldn't be at all surprised, so I wouldn't be disappointed. Shit, you bastard. Not gonna get past.
Here, let me boot you up there.
No. I'm just not gonna do it. It's... The problem is the fact that I can't swap the weapons quickly enough. I can't throw the brick and move to the smoke bomb quick enough, and that just kills me. So, like I said, I'm not disappointed. It's just something that I've got to accept, that I just can't do it that way. I should be able to kind of jog at this point, but I just don't trust it.
Hey, Cranky, get us up. Ellie, get on up there and drop that
I
crank.
mean, in all honesty, what I lost there, because of the first part of that run, was probably a minute, I would say.
Okay. Look out below!
It would have been a real bonus to actually get it.
Don't think they can reach us now.
I get more and more risky with that jump. That's the first time, would you believe, that I've actually fallen in the water at that point. But what usually happens is you don't actually make the jump. Joel does it, but he kind of just grazes his shins, and that's probably the reason why I don't like doing it, because it's like an ouch moment every time he does it. But to make the jump, you have to... It's like you have to go slightly too far. And for some reason at this restart encounter, Joel always has his flashlight on. I don't understand it.
Oh, freezing!
Damn it, it's hidden. You've got no choice there, by the way, when it's covered in the boxes.
Alright. Give me your foot.
It can take loads and loads and loads of shots just to kill it off.
Come on. Get that door open.
But like I said, ammo is totally unimportant now. It's you know, I don't even know why I'm bothering picking that up. be a bit anal. Yeah, and I never make the assumption that everybody can see the stream title, by the way, because depending on what device you're using, I don't think it always shows. On tablets it's probably okay, but because with most mobile phones you get a completely different format, don't you? It's the whole layout is different. You know, and then it depends on whether it's, you know, Apple or Android or Windows.
All right, get on.
Okay, there. I'm on it. Be careful.
I got you.
Okay, damn ladder broke off the wall. Right, how's my crafting looking? That's a shame. It would have been nice to have the extra one. I don't need it, but you know. Right, will we get squashed? Come along, Ellie. You can. Where is she, by the way? You got up there yet? Are you up there? Yay! No.
Damn ladder broke off the wall.
Now what?
I'll figure something out.
So all we need now is just for the hospitals to not screw us over on the first part. That's the bit that, as I've said many times, there's an old strat that used to be 100% reliable. Now it's become like a 1 in 10 chance of actually getting it. It's weird.
Oh, I see. Good idea.
It is as if the game has learned my preferred strat, or well, it's actually the preferred strat of lots of people, and said, you know what, I'm not letting you do that anymore. And for me, it makes no difference if I do a restart encounter before I actually start it. If it's going to mess up. And for those who are wondering what we're talking about, at the end of the first part of the hospital section, you come to like a canvas tunnel, and you get 3 fireflies who run through it. Now, when you do the usual sneaky strat through the first part, they run through that tunnel and carry on running.
Get the hell off this thing.
And what's been happening is they've been coming through that tunnel and stopping to investigate, which it just ruins things completely. So we hope and we pray. Oh no.
Give me your hand before you.
Oh, you bitch. Why does it do that? No reason for that at all. Game glitch. I've seen similar, not precisely like that. I don't know where it's going to put me here, by the way. Well, it's not too bad. That would be absolutely infuriating, by the way, if I was like a proper speedrunner, if that happened, because of the amount of time that you lose. Actually, it's not the amount of time that you lose just because of that particular glitch. It's the loading time for it to restart. I mean, there, you're talking about 30 seconds lost, and if you were a speedrunner, that could be an absolute run killer. So, no restart encounter for me here. Because I just don't think it gives me any improvement at all. Okay, it's been good. Okay, so this is the bit that's become kind of unpredictable. No, they've gone through. No, they haven't. See what I mean? And that should not happen at all. It's just, it's mad. Absolutely mad. So, yeah, so you don't usually just run past. Exactly, Ocean. Exactly, and that is what always used to happen. And now, it's got this stupid situation where they stop and they start investigating. And you've got no choice at that point. You've got to use something, basically. There's no way around it. What am I going to do? I haven't got a brick. Shit.
Hey, you see that?
Watch my back!
Crazy. Oh, fuck off. Wow. That's the first time that the smoke bomb has never worked. Hey Nadir! Hello there, friend. Thank you for joining us. As you can see, we are right at the end of the game now, but thank you for being here. So, yeah, actually, the smoke bomb didn't work. How weird is that?
Sweet Jesus.
Doctor? What are you doing in here? I won't let you take it.
No! You fucking animal!
Eric, shut the hell up.
I got you.
Now, if Naughty Dog had actually said, one of the things that this game does, by the way, is it learns from what you do, you know? So you use a particular strategy somewhere, it will gradually, the enemy AI will sort of figure out what you're doing and they will adapt. But of course they never said that. And if it had been a feature, of course they would have mentioned it because it's absolutely superb if you could do it. But it just seems to do it anyway.
We're okay. We're okay.
The good thing is we didn't get killed. It wasn't really too much of a delay. I think it was probably about 10 seconds or something like that. And we can live with that easily. but I still have no idea how long this run has been. Not a clue. Unless I can somehow find a specific point on Twitter at which I posted the link to the stream going live. But I don't think I can. I only get a general idea. It will be rounded to the nearest hour, won't it? Or actually rounded to the next hour, maybe. Don't know.
Well, looks like we're walking.
But it was a reasonably clean run. We did have the one death, which I think was a little bit unfortunate. Well, a little bit unfair, to be honest, because I was actually in the process of killing
Actually kind of pretty, ain't it?
an infected, and got grabbed by the one right next to it, and the one right next to it was a clicker, so I didn't stand a chance.
I got it.
Feeling my age now.
Yeah, that's the problem, you see, like 3 or 4 hours.
I think I ever told you, but
My best time on this, I think,
Sarah and
was
I used to take hikes like this.
3:33, something like that.
I think
It was right that in-between
I
stage.
think the two of you would have been good friends. I think you really would have liked it. I know she'd have liked you.
I bet I would have.
And the VOD on YouTube takes a fair bit longer than on Twitch. What it does on YouTube is it gives you the last 2 hours for a long, long time. You know, usually a couple of hours, and then you'll get the full video. It will be a while. I can let the cutscene play out here, by the way, because I'm not stopping a timer.
Yeah, I got you.
So we can have a little bit of a relax now. So thank you very much, guys. I'll let this play out.
Right, come on.
And then I'll probably go and see what Anthony is up to, if he's raging and breaking things.
Hey, wait. Back in Boston, back when I was bitten, I wasn't alone. My best friend was there, and she got bit too. We didn't know what to do. So, she says, let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
You don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you've said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
So I'm guessing then, Pixie, that because he would have started at about 10 o'clock, wouldn't he? He tends to be starting a little bit later these days, so it may have been around, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 past. So if he's on his second run, it probably means that the slums went a bit crappy, as they tend to do. But the only difficult... I will go and watch him. Of course, what you have to realise is that Anthony these days, I think he's getting a little bit more stressed out, which isn't surprising because he's got such a good time on this now. It's ever more difficult to get an improvement on that. It's kind of natural, but he gets a bit ragey, and I still enjoy watching it, but I think also there's times when I need to kind of just put it on silent and walk away for 5 minutes just to just to calm, because it's like his stress is almost infectious, isn't it? Anyway, that's enough of me I shouldn't talk about other people, it's rude. Thank you for being here, guys. As ever, it's been great to have your pleasure. And even more great to have your pleasure because this is the first YouTube stream I've done for many, many moons. I've got my fingers crossed that if the miracle called Amy decides that, yeah, go on, I want to have a look at your Streamlabs and see what's up with it, we might end up back on Twitch. And that's where I'd really like to go, because that's where the channel kind of looks good with the, with the camera and the bits jar and the alerts and all that kind of stuff. It is much nicer. But if not, then I will probably, I might possibly just, in advance of that, I might just possibly do a run on Wednesday evening, because my son, now Alex, used to be my daughter Zana, is coming over on Wednesday at some point. I'm going to pick her up during the day, I think, and we might just do a stream, combine a run maybe and some factions, because it's a hard thing to get used to. Forgive me. It's just I've known her as Zana all of my life, and now I have to try to think of him as Alex, and it's not a problem to me. It's just my mind getting used to that change in terminology. I'm an old man, things stick. That sounded dodgy as well. So yes, a run followed by yes, Trans indeed, and he will be doing. He can play factions. I can't, so have the joy of watching that for a bit. So thank you, guys. I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to go and watch Anthony, see what he's up to, and yeah, so I'll probably catch you on Wednesday. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you then. Bye now.